Hey everybody, guess what? We are back. This is African Frame Podcast, and we have a really, really nice episode lined up for you guys. I'm not alone as usual. I have Rob Sibeko. My co-host is a writer, he's a world builder, he's a director, he's a screenwriter. He has books out, right? He has Heist, he has Bludgeon Ball, he has Jin's War, he has really great stuff. You can check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. Actually, buy one of the books. Why don't you just buy one of the books? I bought a copy. Buckmeister bought a copy. Why are you guys behind? Buy the books. Anyway, as I've mentioned, Buckmeister, he is with us. You guys are probably more familiar with him than anybody else because he's always with us nowadays. So Buckmeister, one of the coolest kids in Africa. He has 3 webtoons out: Black Panther versus Kang. He has why do I keep forgetting these ones? Black Fist, and he also has what's the other one?
I'm not doing them anymore. I'm not doing them at the moment. So yeah, it's the Black Panther thing is the thing I'm pushing. But if you're looking for the other stuff, it is Neon Wave and it's Black Fist.
Neon Wave. Really great writing. Great writing. Really great writing. Check out that stuff right there. Great art as well. Art improves every issue, which is like a Zenkai boost of sorts. I don't know how he does it. Then we have Tebello Khala from KC Media. He has dope artwork, as you can see in his background. The author of Jin's War. Podcaster. Oh, sorry. The author of you know what? Okay, Alex Noir. His title also has war in it. That's the problem. War Angels and Michael.
Okay.
War Angels and Michael. That's the thing. The war thing is War Angels and Michael. Yeah. So he's a podcaster. He has 2 podcasts. He has the Geek Spot and he has Nerdgasm. You can check it out on KC Media on YouTube. Really great content. We also feature on it. And you can meet some interesting people there, some great creators, some people that are doing video games in South Africa, some people who've been watching anime for the longest time. You have book authors, you have people of that sort. So please check out his stuff over there. And we do have something called Ditabatsa Anime, loosely translated anime news, where we talk about all things related to the anime industry.
And sometimes it's not even anime at all, so I don't know.
it's just the Taba that we like.
It's just news.
Let's call a thing a thing. Just call it gossip.
Yeah, it's gossip. Yeah. We have the
gossip for anime.
Yeah.
We have the Fire Lord himself, Lord Zuko, Zanozuko Mlambo, aka Cortez. Mr. Kadon himself over there. So you can check him out on your socials at Cortez. He's actually the one who is more qualified than all of us when it comes to film because he has a whole qualification of this thing. He went to school to study this thing. So we are just winging it, self-study, but he actually paid for this. So his opinions probably have more weight than us. But anyway, so we are going to be continuing with the 100 films of all time, the 100 best films of all time according to Empire Magazine. So we did a couple of films initially, so we're just going to continue from there. We're looking from the list on the website of Empire Magazine that was released, I think it was last month, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll just share my screen quickly so that we can see what the hell I'm talking about over here. By the way, if you're new, just know that this is African Frame. African Frame, basically what we do is dissect films. We talk about everything film related, ultimately, whether it's behind the scenes stuff, whether it's actually dissecting an entire film, whether it's talking about the greatest films of all time. We have something called 7 Up. We'll talk about basically films from a certain franchise that have at least sequels and above. And so if you're interested, if you're into that stuff, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon so that you can get notified of anything that might be coming out in the future. And so
those are a lot of words.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
you have been going. It's been a while since you've been on screen. That's why, like.
Hey, yeah, he's so excited.
Can you guys see my screen?
You can see the glint in his eye, Chief.
Yeah, we've missed you.
All right. So this article came out on the 6th, sorry, the 26th of July.
Okay.
And last
And I
time we
have so
left
many
at
questions. Okay, I just first I saw Brokeback Mountain and I was wondering, child, why?
we're at number 82. So we're
Anyway,
basically gonna
yeah.
continue.
Just like Kevin
All right.
Spacey, I'm usually suspect.
Yeah. All right. So let's start with the first one on our list.
You don't want to take that back? I'm just saying.
What are we taking back?
I'm saying Kevin Spacey is like up there with the diddler. I'm not putting that in a bar.
No. That's an old. That was a bar before. That was a bar for Usual Suspects, not for Kevin Spacey. What we know about him now.
Who's the lady who's changing the lyrics of a
that
song
was
now?
That was Kana, who's the guy who does Dance with the Devil again? That was Immortal Technique.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was back in the day.
Okay. I was like, maybe. I guess. Foreshadowing.
Speaking of Diddy, do you know that apparently some people are requesting this woman change her lyrics? You know, wake up in the day feeling like P Diddy. It's like Vicky.
But that song came out eons ago.
Yeah, man, like she has to change those lyrics now. It's like no.
Hey,
anyway,
man,
okay, guys, going back to this.
Slippery, then she was feeling like P Diddy.
I don't know if any of you have ever seen this movie called Psycho.
Sweet. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, once Mojo actually mentions this movie almost all the time when they talk about some of the greatest movies of all time. By the way, this is the same actor who was in Sam Raimi films, like the guy in Multiverse of Madness who was beating himself up. I think this the one.
No, it can't be him. It's not him.
No, this is not him. Sorry, I'm confusing it with I think Evil Dead.
What's his name now? Yeah, what's his name now? What's that man name? He was supposed to be Mysterio in the Raimi films.
Yes. Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. Well, Buckmeister, what do you think?
No, I haven't seen this one. I know of it, but I have not seen it. I mean, I'm not a psycho. I've seen memes of this thing. The whole child. Another movie. What was that? What was that? What I haven't seen it.
Pardon?
Saying point being, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. No problem. Tebello, what do you think? Have you seen it?
Tebello?
Right.
Tebello, are you there?
Oh, hi.
Oh,
yeah.
Drama. Zack Snyder still attacking me.
No.
No, I haven't seen it particular, but I've seen a movie about it. There's a lovely movie featuring Alfred Hitchcock in his development of this movie. And
this is Alfred Hitchcock. Okay.
Yeah. And it's a wonderful case study about how he managed to market this movie and got it through customs. Because back that time, the level of prohibitions were crazy. So they could only afford to give him, I think. Am I? Hi.
Yo.
Hey. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Is that Snyder again?
Guys, can you apologize for Snyder now? I'm tired.
Never.
The Snyder
Nothing affected all of us. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The Snyder Stabs don't discriminate, Chief. They attack they're like nuclear bombs. They attack everything.
It's Snyder. He's made an alliance with Elon Musk. Kathleen Kennedy. Our list of enemies has grown wide indeed.
Anyway. Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, I was saying that it's a case study of how he managed to market this movie to get it together. The cinemas filled out because he mortgaged his own home to make sure the movie goes through.
Yeah, they used to do Disney did something similar for Pinocchio, I think.
So
That's
what
crazy.
happened was that he released a series of articles telling people that the nature of this movie is so scary that you should only watch it during the day. He recommends that you some crazy list of things that made the movie sound so hectic that everybody wanted to watch it. It was a nice reverse psychology level of marketing that Alfred Hitchcock did, and it was one of those things that got me going. So it was a few fun things that I learned from that movie. Like the actor back then at the time was suspected for being one of us.
Oh, all right.
Because they did expect him to actually wear his mom's dress and everything while doing the murder. So that's how. Oh, are we supposed to go into spoilers?
Look, go as much as you possibly can because it's your take. It's your take of the film.
This movie is old as F, so
yeah, we're not reviewing it. You're just giving your take on it, basically. We're not reviewing the entire film. That's what we're saying.
Okay, so I can. Yeah. So, okay, so the murder in the very, and that's the thing. There's another subversion because it starts with a character who did underwent some sort of adultery. She's feeling guilty. She goes for a drive. She goes to this quote unquote B&B with this weird guy who then as the movie goes on, right in the middle of the movie, curtains open while she's taking a shower. This woman stabs her to death. Turns out that this woman was this guy dressed in his mom's outfit. And it really started a trend.
Wait, is this that started that whole shower trope?
Yes,
that's what I know. That's what I know it for.
That's
like I've not seen this movie, but I know there's this thing of showers and people were scared to shower at night by themselves or whatever the case was.
And all the screaming and everything, it was brilliant. Well, it was brilliant at that time. And the documentary showed how Hitchcock was enjoying the scene because he'd stand outside the door of the cinema while everybody was watching, and when everybody's screaming and screaming and gasping, he's busy reenacting the stabbing actions outside of the cinema. It was very amusing. I recommend you watch that movie as well. But from all I've learned, yeah, it deserves to be in the list. It's one of those hallmarks that really started the whole horror movie.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing about great horror movies, right? In my opinion, anyway. Great horror movies are movies that where you think something like this could actually happen to you. I'll tell you why. A movie like this where you're in the shower, right? You really don't know who might be out there. So that works. The second one, for me, even though it's not really as realistic as it's supposed to be, but the thought of someone killing you while you're sleeping, Freddy Krueger, for me, was crazy, especially when it came out, because you're like, so are you telling me that if I sleep, this guy's gonna come and do his whole thing?
Kill you in his dream, kill you in your dreams.
In your dreams, like you're gonna have to sleep eventually.
Freddy
your body
Krueger's
has to
never
give
fought
out.
the anime kid. I dare Freddy Krueger to come to my dream. The Super Saiyans you will see.
We shall continue this.
You'll start hearing a flute and then a domain expansion.
What about flute? You just hear that boss music from Dragon Ball Z when Goku's about to transform. You just see lightning. This is my dream, isn't it? You're in my world.
I have two questions for you. This is the questions that we normally ask. Question number one: does it deserve to be on this list? Do you think it should be higher or lower? That's the first question.
It's number 81, right?
Yes, number 81.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with its current ranking, and yeah, I do believe it deserves to be in the list.
All right.
Reasons. Should I? Okay, I just ended it there. I was about to give you a few reasons why, but it's like I said, it started with a horror film. Like you said, it made horror relative. That's what scares people the most. Like to the example I wanted to give you was, to this day we can't drive behind trucks that carry logs
because of Final Destination.
Because of Final Destination.
Yes.
I wanted to add that one onto my realistic things because a lot of those things, in terms of the movie, they seem unrealistic, like the wind blowing a cigarette to the thing, but that is something that could happen. It's just the movie probably just exaggerated a little bit, or like you tripping in the shower. How many times have we tripped in the shower and and if you fall at the wrong angle, you break through the glass, something hits you, you're gone. So there's a lot of things can happen. So the Final Destination messed me up.
I wanted to add, but if
No, but at some point it becomes Baloi. At some point, these people are just falling in half for no
that's
reason, and
no.
it's just like, you know what? It's like I think this is spirits now. Because there was this one where there's this lady who balances on a beam or something,
oh
and
yeah,
like
that's what.
basically the whole scene, like the whole scene is like she's supposed to like she's near missing everything. Then all of a sudden she falls and she's in half, and I'm like, what Final Destination was this? Who did?
Because there was a
Who did
nail.
you
I
piss
remember
off?
the nail fell behind her foot, and you could see her twirling towards the nail that's pointed up. I was like, yeah, the anxiety that that movie gave me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, who's
Moving on.
next?
Zooks. Oh wait. Are you done, Tebello? Is there
Yeah,
anything
no,
else
I'm
you
done.
wanted to?
I'm
Okay.
done. I'll try and behave. My ADHD
All
is
right.
being contained. I took my meds.
Okay.
Those are not meds, but anyway.
Zuko, what do you think?
Yeah, I have watched this movie. I do remember I enjoy it, but like it's a fog right now. We did watch it for film school. So a lot of the what makes it also one of the greatest movies is it basically started the thriller of horror, where everything is built up, the doom doom.
Suspense thing. Yeah.
The suspense, yes, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. It started the whole suspense of movies. So if you watch this movie and then you think about all your favorite movie, you'll see like a lot of people took stuff from here. So this was basically a blueprint movie. So I would recommend. I should actually watch it again just to refresh the noggin. But yeah, dope movie. I do
Does it
remember I enjoyed it because I got like an A for my report on it.
does it belong does it belong on
Nerd
the 100?
alert!
Does it belong on the 100 best films of all time?
Definitely, and simply because of the reason I stated, it's a blueprint. It's the movie that built thrillers and suspenses. So
Should it be number 81?
um for now I'll say it should be a bit higher because of its importance to the genre, but I don't know what else is coming, but I would think because of its importance, it could stand to be a smidgen higher.
All right. Do you have a favorite moment?
Just it was just like I said, I don't really remember it that well, but it was just always the anticipation. That's what I loved about it. Like you think something's gonna happen, and then nothing happens, and then when you think okay nothing's gonna happen, then something happens. Like it was just it played a nice cat and mouse with your mind.
It keeps you engaged.
So there's a
Yeah.
lot of subversions.
Okay. Rob.
My turn. Cool. I think a lot of it has already been said. I think I haven't had a chance to. Things I'm positive I've watched this movie when I was a kid. I just can't remember much of what happens. But
what childhood did you guys have,
dude? Like
fun one. VHS, bro.
It seems like there's a dividing line.
There was no
I had a
streaming
big
back
sister.
then. There was no streaming, and we had like limited available cassettes at limited VHS rental places. So you need to understand.
My parents were on me about everything that I watched. I didn't slip past nothing.
I watched RoboCop.
I basically had to confuse them.
I watched RoboCop at the theaters, and that was R21. Wasn't even 18. So my parents were pretty chill when it came to that. But yeah, as I was saying,
RoboCop also at the cinema, and I was in primary, so we went as a class to primary there.
RoboCop 1.
I don't know which RoboCop it was, but I remember I watched no, it wasn't one. It wasn't one.
Okay.
It was
yeah.
I was gonna say
every other one was childish, but
Yeah, there's a
one
dividing
was
line.
wild.
One of the 1986 line is that dividing line then that says, okay, we raise them freely, or we're going to be strict as all hell.
Right.
Sorry, Rob, you were saying?
Point is, watched it young, but there were a few things I remember about it, but I will say, it's one of Hitchcock's. I swear that man is a film study in of himself. The fact that you never actually see her getting stabbed, The fact you never actually see her getting naked. The fact that you never the fact that this man had so many rules, ironically, almost as many rules as there are today about getting cancelled, just in a different set of rules. If you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of rules that you can have to follow, but over there it was no, your movie gets cancelled, like literally. And he managed to work his way around it. Is hilarious, is amazing. And the fact that he still managed to make it impactful makes this highly valuable, great movie. I know, let me just say it's a masterpiece. But I honestly believe The Exorcist kind of held on to my memory a lot harder. I think the both are slow build movies. But The Exorcist did more in my opinion. So I'm going to rank it. I'm going to push it down to like 83 and then push Exorcist up. Because I think we talked about me pushing Exorcist up last time.
The Exorcist was ranked lower than this?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Oh, I have a question for you, Rob. Before I ask you what your favorite moment was, do you think this one is better than Birds, or do you think Birds is better than this? And which one came first? Do you know?
Birds came after.
Birds was color. Birds was color. I remember that.
Oh, I thought Birds was black and white. It's color.
Ah, it's color.
Yeah.
Unless there's a black and white version, I don't know.
Oh no, it literally came after, because even at the end of the documentary of Hitchcock, he mentioned that people are asking whether he's going to do another movie, and he hinted about Birds at the end of his documentary. So I know that it definitely came afterwards. Exactly. It most probably came immediately after this movie.
Not to be confused with Birdemic, even though they have similar ideas. And if anyone who knows what Birdemic is, but yeah.
Do you have a favorite moment?
No, I just like the historic genius of the shower scene. That's about it. So yeah, I'm gonna rank it about 85, I think.
Okay, cool. I know nothing about this film. I'm like Buckmeister. I've only seen clips from Watch Mojo or any other, maybe like What Culture, if I'm not mistaken. Just like these platforms that actually tell you about some of the greatest films ever made, but I haven't watched it. So we can move right along. Number 80, LA Confidential. This movie, everybody was raving about it when it came out. I don't know if you guys remember, but anyway.
I missed the hype, man.
Just a second, Kim. And also, basically, Bates Motel was
yes, Bates Motel
was based on. Bates Motel.
Oh yeah, and also the whole show
the series. It was based on this movie.
Is it? I'm
yes.
Not to go
LA
back.
Confidential.
No. Psycho.
Oh, okay.
Bates Motel was based on Psycho.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of Norman Bates. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Just also another fun fact: the trope of having the crazy man talking to a skeleton of their loved ones came from this movie too, because Psycho.
LA Confidential.
We're still on Psycho.
Oh, okay.
Just scroll up.
Let me just go back up.
Scroll back up, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm saying. I was just saying that the whole psychopath who had his mom's skeleton dressed it up in his mom's clothes and kept on talking to it like he's the baby. It started from this movie. So when you ever see something crazy like that happen, just know they're referencing this.
See what I mean about how it was the foundation of a lot of things that it's.
What the hell was Hitchcock eating when he wrote this movie? What was he? What was going through his mind?
He had about a third of the mushroom of Tolkien.
Look, I'm not a big rugby fan, but to me he feels like the Rassi Erasmus of movies. Like he checks the rules. This is what you need, and he starts figuring out other ways. Like he talks about montage theory. He talks about so and so. Like this man managed to figure out, okay, here's XYZ. What else can I do? That's his genius, man.
And he has a wonderful cure for insomnia. Look it up.
By the way, before we go back to LA Confidential, I just want to say one thing. I don't know if you guys have seen this interview where they're interviewing him, but you can tell he is directing the interview because I think he looks in the mirror or something, or I don't remember what he was doing. Do you guys know the interview I'm talking about?
No.
Like he's actually, you know how in soapies you find that someone is talking to you and then they just suddenly stand up while they're talking, they're going to look at the mirror, or at the window outside or whatever. So he does something
he's using
like that.
blocking.
He's using blocking, but he does it before he sits down to talk to the interviewer. So you hear the interviewer before you see the interviewer. You only see Hitchcock from the side, like his iconic side view thing.
Yeah.
So he keeps talking, and then he goes to the table to sit down and talk to the interviewer, and then the interview continues. I'm like, did you tell these camera guys to follow your lead? How did that work? Because you're the one being interviewed here.
Robert Greene, for as controversial author he is, he did do a bit of a research on Hitchcock's methods, and he coined the term, that strategy that he uses as the detached Buddha strategy, where he seems by seeming unfazed around any circumstance, he's also directing all the angles around himself. So him being the center, like the detached Buddha that he is, has affected every single aspect around him in any given moment of time. It's like the prelude to Eisen. So
Nice.
I think it's in
That's
the
interesting.
I
one
will
of the
be the
books of power.
director under heaven.
Yeah,
Wait, he didn't have
it's-
hair.
It's like, have you seen that video of Scorsese's daughter, right? Where it's like she's like trying to do a TikTok, and then Scorsese's in the background. No, you gotta have more energy. It's like trying to direct a
More
TikTok.
energy.
Yeah, Rob Reiner did something similar in New Girl, where he did something in similar in where Jack Johnson was in front of the camera, and he is acting. By the way, Rob Reiner is acting. He's
Yeah.
not directing, but he's the one telling Jack Johnson, dude, you're not supposed to stand here. You're supposed to stand here. Hey, you're blocking my view. Like, dog, get your director seat out of this. You're acting. You're not even directing this episode. Relax. You're acting. They hired you to be an actor, not a director.
Before we go into intense tangents, I was just like, remind me to send you a video clip about Mike Shinoda and his daughter later.
Okay, next movie,
Oh, I
guys.
saw
Yo.
that one.
I saw
Guys,
that one. I
that
saw
was
that one. That was
wonderful.
hilarious.
Yo.
The audacity.
On
That made
81.
my heart
Guys.
melt. Dude. That was making
Like,
Like
All
how
right, okay.
Okay,
We
this
spent an
one.
hour. We
Number
spent 40
80,
minutes on 81, guys.
No
Okay.
one's seen
Alright.
it, right? Because you're right. The hype was huge when it came out, but I don't
Yes.
think anyone's seen it. I haven't seen it.
Okay, I haven't
I
seen
haven't
it as
seen
well. This is
I've
Guy
seen it.
Pearce
I
and
can talk about it.
Russell Crowe. Yeah.
Okay, we've got one person. One person can talk about it. Zuko, go
Okay,
for
I'll
it.
talk about it.
There's only one Russell Crowe movie that I still want to watch.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
it's the it's the one where he was in Australia and he was acting as a gay guy whose father tried to help him get a date. That's the only movie. Otherwise, I'm done with Russell Crowe. I'm so sorry.
What did
It's up.
Fat Crow do to you?
Yes.
Fat Crow
Oh no, that's
Fat Crow
Gerard
did-
Butler. That's Gerard
Fat Crow
Butler.
didn't do anything. There's nothing. I've got nothing against him. It's just that I think the camel that broke his back when he that god awful performance in that movie where he was trying to sing.
Les Miserables.
Oh, Les Miserables.
Yeah, God.
Mhm.
Les Miserables.
Okay, we were all Les Mis in that movie. All of us were miserable.
Yo,
The guy was
Jackman.
supposed to be Wolverine in one movie. All right.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
Zuko,
let's
please
okay,
lead the way.
I hope it's not in this list. If it appears in this list, I'm breaking my laptop.
Great cast, well directed, good movie. Showing also basically you just realize cops been crooked since day one. So basically it just shows how cops try to be superstars back in the day as well. You know, always for the press and stuff like that. And it was just brilliant movie. Guy Pearce was this guy, straight-laced guy, comes through, and then the Hollywood takes him over and does the things that it does. You know, what? Johnny Comes to Joburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, so he's the
So,
rookie.
like,
Is he a
Training
rookie
Day.
or was it transferred?
I can't remember if it was a rookie or I think it was transferred because he came from somewhere else.
Like Training Day.
Yeah, like Training Day, but not as messed up. It was more on image side than being actually corrupt, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, so like so basically it was more portraying the image of being a good cop than actually doing cop work. So
Sounds
brilliant.
like Year One. Batman Year One.
Haven't watched that one. So good movie, worth the watch. Great performances. Dope. What's this wardrobe? They got the style right. It was just a good movie. I enjoyed it. I should actually watch it again.
Its number on the list?
It's fine.
Does it deserve to be on this list?
It could probably it could probably be lower. And when I say
Black Panther?
like closer to wait, I don't know the other movies. So
there's Titanic, Black Panther, No Country for Old Men, Terminator, Logan, Leon, Exorcist, Scott Pilgrim, Donnie Darko.
Pilgrim?
I know.
Pulp Fiction.
That's way above.
Yeah, I think
It's Reservoir Dogs, not Pulp Fiction.
Movie 47 is better than Scott Pilgrim.
Okay,
Movie 47. Whoa, hey,
I'm gonna need you to, sir. I'm gonna need you to calm down, sir.
Wait. Have you seen movie 47?
With Bizzle and the gay fucking cat? Of course I've seen it.
With the bald city and
yes.
You're black and they're white. Go.
The Lord did his job. You're black.
It feels a little high. It feels a little high. It should be closer. It should be more in the 90s there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's a good movie, but like
that was some disrespect of note. Good God.
With that gay cat that had a crush on Josh Duhamel and was busy doing obscene things with a brush up its ass while watching him have sex with his wife. Yes, that disgusting movie. It deserves to be higher. It deserves to be higher than Scott Pilgrim.
Wait, what? Wait, you?
Wait, what are you talking about?
There's hate and violence in this man's heart.
God.
Oh, you haven't seen movie 47, have you?
Your concubine in there with his skateboard.
Which one?
Evans. He's in Scott Pilgrim.
And his performance was... Did you see his chest? Did you see him shirtless? Was there any eye candy?
How? He had a beard thing going on.
Anyway, wait, guys, wait, Zuko, sorry, you were saying,
Yes, poor Zuko has been struggling, guys.
Dude, please continue, Zuko.
No, I was done. I was just saying, seeing the list it's up against, I would move it closer to the 90s, but it is an excellent movie, guys. You should definitely watch it.
All right.
Okay, cool.
All right. I'm just saying, top 10 geek blasphemy, like that heresy, that should have been in one of your heretic takes. Good God.
What other obscene things is there you have in mind?
Number 79, E.T.
Extra
Terrestrial. Drew Barrymore.
This one I've seen, but I barely remember it. Like it was a long time ago. Like I think the scene I remember is when E.T. makes the bike fly.
So you remember the end, yeah.
Which started an entire recording company.
Yeah, but I don't remember a lot of this movie. I remember like not feeling like I remember watching it and feeling like but I don't remember like a lot about it. I was like young as hell at the time, so I was into Dragon Ball Z and I was into Kamehameha, so probably E.T. flew right over my head.
I've seen it. I still remember it. It was I remember it with excruciatingly painful detail because, whoa, did we used to hire this movie? Whoa, God.
E.T. go home.
Phone home. E.T. phone home. Oh God, the horrors, the images are coming back in my head. You know, some things that you repressed. Yeah.
This is a repressed memory.
This is a repressed memory. Wow.
So wait, does it mean that you don't think it deserves to be on this list?
No, it absolutely deserves to be on this list. I do agree with that. I'm just saying the way it's been overwatched, it was to the point where even I had to say, you know what, I'm gonna put it away, like in a fire.
So it was The Lion King before The Lion King.
It was my brother with Pokemon's first movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you broke the cassette tape. Yeah.
Damn.
He broke it.
Yep. I'm watching just rewind and play, you know.
But Mewtwo. Okay, the first Pokemon movie is one of my
Okay,
favorites.
do you have a
Yeah,
favorite
it is.
moment, Tebello?
Okay, funny moment was when ET was watching a film and then he made everybody at the school perform the things that are happening, and the poor child at 11 years old was kissing some girl.
Hey, E.T. Batu.
Hey,
Evan,
like
was
this-
E.T. was did he? What was happening?
Did he just conduct an alien experiment on kids?
Yep.
I don't remember that. Holy
cow!
You see what I mean? Excruciating detail, the things you remember. He was getting sick. He started getting AIDS for some reason.
Okay.
Wait, was E.T. out there like take that?
E.T.
No.
was a puppet master, dog.
There were no 1,000 pounds of baby lotion.
Yeah, God. Oh,
Uh,
God.
Do you guys know if the actual alien was done with practical effects? Like Jim
Yes.
Henson was
Yeah, it
involved,
was.
Yes,
Lucas
or was
Arts.
it animatronic? Was it animatronics or was it like puppetry?
Animatronics.
Animatronics, yeah.
But I do know
I
Lucas
remember
Arts was
that.
heavily involved with this work.
Yep. Because this was before Jurassic Park. Definitely no CGI here.
Same people that made Yoda, right?
Yep.
Yep.
That's why, canonically speaking, the ET universe and the Star Wars universe are the same one. Fun fact: if you look carefully at the Senate floor, I believe in the Attack of the Clones, you'll see these aliens there delegating alongside with the other aliens in the Senate.
Yeah.
Which also goes to say that ET must have been at least strong in the Force, let alone whether he was a Jedi or not, we don't know. Because the things he was doing were clearly Jedi-like.
But I'm saying he didn't leave the Force on Earth.
Like, come on.
Do you know
Okay,
how many robberies I could have avoided because of you now? If I had a little force in me.
Do you know how many? Okay.
Tebello, one last question. Does it deserve to be higher or lower?
No, it's perfectly fine where it is. It could be lower actually, but since I haven't seen the other movies, I can't just say that this movie is a lot better than that other movie.
Right.
But
Okay.
I could say that it could take paces with The Exorcist, because The Exorcist had more cultural impact, I'd like to say.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
E.T. had a lot of rip-offs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people tried to do E.T. Like
That's
E.T.
true.
was so popular at some point that every monster in his kid movie.
Sci-fi.
Oh yeah,
Like
because
even Iron Giant, people were like, it's E.T. with a giant robot.
it's ET with a giant robot.
Yeah.
You're quite right. So maybe, yeah, it's okay where it is. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, same. Yeah.
I mean, there was a whole series called The Adventures of Alan Strange, which kind of felt like E.T., even though I haven't watched it.
Oh wow, Alan Strange.
And I'm pretty sure. Okay, which one came first? E.T. or Doctor Who? Well, it had to be Doctor Who.
No,
Doctor
it had to be
Who.
because
It's like
Doctor Who
1970s.
wasn't black and white, bruh, when it
Yeah.
started.
But there's a lot of cultural
Yeah.
cross-pollination between the two genres, I like to think.
Oh no, definitely.
Probably even with the Twilight Zone as well, but I could be stretching it. I don't know.
Who remembers The Outer Limits?
There was the
I
Outer
do.
Limits as well, yeah.
Outer Limits was the greatest thing of all time when I was a kid, man.
Hey, every Friday,
It rocked my world, bro.
Hey, bruh. That thing I'd watch like half the episodes and then just run like, this is too much.
And then there was Goosebumps. People were reading Goosebumps. Yeah, guys were old.
Okay,
but
that
anyway,
I
Zooks.
know.
I couldn't read Goosebumps, so I read Spooksville instead. It had better happy endings.
I didn't bother reading any of them, guys. If you don't know, one thing you need to know about me is that I'm the biggest chicken when it comes to scary movies. I will not watch them, and I think I learned the hard way because back in my youthful brave face at the tender age of 6, I watched the first Predator movie.
Wow. Okay, you must have been scarred for life.
Oh yes, because
scary.
no, it's because I snuck in and watched it. My father's like, because you've watched it, you need to watch the whole movie now.
Oh no.
because you're gonna continue with this movie in your head, and it's gonna keep you up all night. So now that you've watched a bit of it, you have to see it all.
You needed to see Dutch Schaefer beat the Predator.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nah, we wanted to see Carl Weathers and Arnie like just duke it out, like when they greet each other and we see their biceps, like, yo, what is up?
That's where that meme
That's the
comes
greatest.
from.
That is the greatest stab up ever, dog. Like what?
I'm saying, did he got his oil from their supplier? Because good God,
What the hell, guys? What is this? Are you guys making this episode
innocence?
It's gonna be the biggest Diddler episode of all time.
Guys, this is a different show. Let's keep it pure for the innocent children.
Yeah, okay.
Save it for Friday. We can go debauchery on Friday. People expect this thing in a show called Nerdgasm. Here we're supposed to be pure and innocent.
Anyway, Zuko, did you watch this? What do you think?
I haven't watched this movie. I meant to watch it, but I've seen references of it, so it is a classic in that terms because you've seen, for lack of a better, spin-offs and rip-offs. That's the word I was looking for. You've seen rip-offs of it, so I think it's brilliant where it is, because yeah. Oh, and
it's crazy.
Actually, I remember about this movie is Ludacris had it in one of his songs, and he was just like, "Man, you ET phone home, ET phone home." That's like it.
A Ludacris song.
And Luda.
Okay, done.
Yes.
I just wanted to say something. It seems like it seems like Spielberg's earlier works have been ripped off to shreds, bro. Jaws has been ripped off so many times. Even Jurassic Park, I think.
Jurassic Park was ripped off so badly that it started ripping itself off.
Bro, crazy. But anyway, Rob.
I know it's one of the few Stephen King movies that Stephen King is still happy to watch. Thing is about Steven Spielberg, is that this man.
Yeah, I was surprised.
In his starting days.
If he wrote this, Stephen King, I was like, dog, how much that, like, yo, what was in your
maybe he just had kids
left,
or something, because this seems like it's child friendly than his other stuff.
All the Mikes and Stevens.
It must have been his first work.
But anyway, my point is that Steven Spielberg was basically dropping bangers from the start, and his early stuff is definitely some of his best stuff. I think we also started to catch on to the formula later on, but most of his early stuff is stuff that kind of changed the game. This is one of them. Even what's that other one with the TV? Poltergeist, I think. Even that one was fire and like had an impact. Jaws, don't even get me started on that one. I could talk for an hour. So my favorite scene had to be the healing scene with the finger thing. I don't know why, but that was like really weird and gross to me, but also like cool. So that was my favorite.
I remember that.
Yeah. That was my favorite scene. I think it probably deserves to be higher, but I think there's some good stuff still coming. So I'm just gonna leave it where it is right for now.
All right. I haven't watched it, but yeah, there are a lot of great scenes. I think one of the most memorable scene for me, apart from the ones that everybody else has mentioned, is when Drew Barrymore sees E.T. for the first time, because apparently she was actually surprised for real. You know, like back then when they used to not tell actors and actresses about certain scenes or what they're about to watch, or so that the reaction could be real. So when she saw E.T. for the first time and E.T. was also screaming, like that was like a candid moment. That's why it's so iconic.
This is terrifying your actors.
Dude.
Was punked with Ashton Kutcher?
Didn't they do the same thing with the newest It movie, where they made sure that they got to see Pennywise at the absolute last moment, so they could capture the genuine reaction?
And nowadays you'll get sued for that. You can't do that anymore. I'm surprised they got away with it.
You sign clauses.
For kids, there's no such thing.
For kids.
I have a feeling nobody watched this one. Number 78, In the Mood for Love.
I haven't even heard of it.
Technically, we all should have, because apparently it is a masterpiece. It is. I've seen footage of it. It is. How can I explain it to you? Have you guys seen? I'm trying to think of a movie where like you see extreme color, like you see the way the red is flashing over them inside the car right now.
And the yellow.
There's this incredible use of color throughout the entire movie. The way the cutting techniques are absolutely masterful. There's some great movie. Dog, I wish I could explain it.
Oh, so you've watched it?
I've only seen a lot of clips about the style, the technique of it. I've not actually seen.
I see the article here says homaged to great effect in everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, because there's great editing there, if I remember correctly. But yeah, no, absolute. It is considered a masterpiece across the world. But unfortunately, it's one of those things when no one's seen it, but everyone who has seen it loved it so much that it kind of spread across the zeitgeist, and where clips still travel around the world, kind of things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations.
But wait,
so basically from the Fight Club.
Tony Leung and Maggie Chung, they're still with us. So this is not an old movie.
Yeah,
it's set in the 60s, but it's not an old movie.
But it's not an old movie now. I want to say Lost in Translation type stuff.
So are we looking at like was it like a bittersweet ending? Was it a sweet ending?
I believe it was a bittersweet ending. Yeah, kind of like Lost in Translation. I believe that's the vibe it gives.
Wait, what was bittersweet about Lost in Translation? Like,
remember they never hooked up; they just left. He whispered something in her ear, and then the holiday was over.
So it's what's the name?
Oh, what's the thing? Me and Kutso did one. What is it? Another Asian film.
Past Lives?
Past Lives. I think it is one of those vibes.
It's a Moonlight.
I think so.
But with
what
Moonlight,
the hell?
But no,
I've never been so blue-balled in my life.
Wasn't it hinted that they were still gonna be together in Moonlight?
I don't think so.
What?
Wasn't it hinted that they're gonna end up together in Moonlight? Was it just a one night reunion thing?
Beautiful confession. Like I've never touched anyone since since you. Like all these years, like, and then it's like your heart shatters to a million pieces. Like everyone's like, hold him. Damn it, he's so vulnerable. He's opening up now, and then it just ends with them cuddling by the beach, and they're like, and then I just want to see.
Sounds like Titanic or something like that. Except the guy didn't die, so I guess swings and roundabouts.
What did I want to see? Kiss him.
Okay, I feel like this is gonna be like another 30 minutes. Let's try to be brief if possible. But yeah, Return of the Jedi.
How dare you? I mean.
Okay, let's start with Buckmeister.
All right, yes, this one I have seen. Love this movie. I was a Jedi like my father before me.
Excuse me.
That's probably my favorite scene. Is when was he so mad that he had to log?
Did he just need a moment? Did he just give himself a moment?
Online.
All right. But anyway, yes.
Damn, that movie did damage.
Hey, dog. Yeah, Return of the Jedi, man. Like, yeah, Han was. Everybody's leaving. What did Return of the Jedi do?
I will miss him. Anyway, you're saying, bro?
Yeah, I was saying, like, what's this? Seeing Han also develop as a character was really great. Seeing him and Leia link up after the last thing that he told her was, I know. Which is just like, come on, Han. But anyway, what's this? I mean, the middle stuff and the Wookiee stuff is kind of hit and miss, whatever. I didn't mind it. But yeah, I thought this movie was phenomenal. I thought it was a great ending to a trilogy. So number 77, yeah, I'll put it there. I don't think it was better than Empire Strikes Back. I definitely think it was better than New Hope. But yeah, I think 77 is a good place for it on this list.
I feel you, man. I'm 100% with that. Zuko?
Yeah, lovely. And
also being skipped. I thought that was the last.
Oh, you're
I just
back.
see you back.
It's bittersweet when you realize how downhill it's gone from Return of the Jedi.
There's no movies after Return of the Jedi. There's nothing.
So, yeah, no, man, I enjoyed it. I remember I even had a Star Wars festival where I watched like the original 3, and I was still like, whoa, after I'd watched it. So it's still hit on the rewatch value. Loved it.
Yeah,
And yes, it's fine where it is. There's something I wanted to say, but it like slipped my mind now.
Alexa.
But okay,
Alexa,
Tebello.
cue a hero falls. Yo.
Who
oh my
betrayed
God!
you?
What did you fetch?
Nah. I thought you were all my brothers.
Aha! What did we do?
Oh, so Zuko, sorry. Does it deserve to be on this list? Is it fine where it is?
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
I
it's
agree with
fine.
Buck. It's fine where it is.
Yeah, Buck and Zuko are both here.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll have to give my 2 cents.
We are waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting, Doug. Got your
Have you calmed
change.
down?
Now that I've taken a minute to calm down and fan myself and stop dialing the access code to delete this entire planet.
Wait, let me give the audience an explanation. Guys, we've reviewed these things for hours. If you want to know what we're talking about, I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can check out our entire review of Star Wars to a point where you got frustrated of the latest projects that come out. Buckmeister knows what I'm talking about. I think Zuko
the
was
tier
there.
list.
The tier list, we did everything. Ahsoka nearly made us want to quit this entire franchise. That's why I'm saying we should keep it brief.
We did quit. We served divorce
We actually
papers.
quit. Yeah. And so yeah. Anyway, I know Tebello is this one of his favorite IP, so he can go a bit longer than all of us. But yeah.
One of
Lord of the Rings is second, right?
Yes, this is the favorite. I've watched
Okay.
this. I've watched this particular movie every Friday since I was 7 years old. From 7 up
Lord of the
until
Rings.
yeah.
Which is interesting because I think Lord of the Rings is better. I think Lord of the Rings is the better trilogy.
You know,
Yes, objectively.
I agree with your your observations there. I do not deny it. Yes, but still, if you're gonna ask, gun to my head, which is my favorite movie of all time, it's going to be Return of the Jedi without fail. I won't lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say it's the Return.
Look, it's hard to beat a lightsaber. It's hard to beat a lightsaber. Like
All my favorite quotes, like when James Earl Jones passed away, and like I said, I had to pay homage to this thing. My favorite Darth Vader scenes are all from Return of the Jedi. That whole scene where he's busy mind screwing Luke and it's like, give yourself to the dark side. It's up on my TikTok if you don't believe me. That's how much I love this movie. So I have to admit that I am quite biased. What I mean is, it's like to accept me as a chief supporter having to admit that they lost type of bias. Like, yeah,
So it was the referee.
Yeah, right now I'm questioning this guy. It's obvious that Empire is either going to be either in the top 10 or 1. The Empire Strikes Back because of the name of this goddamn list. Because we already know where the biases are.
And Empire Magazine, right?
Yes.
But okay.
So I knew I knew that it's going to be at least on the top 10, but I was expecting at least like top 20, 77.
Yeah, Darth Sidious
Yeah,
made
it's
the list.
abysmal.
Darth Sidious made the list.
So,
He's like, after he got checked on the shaft, he was like, make sure Empire Magazine does not rate this movie high enough.
Yeah. Like let me just put it this way. For everyone else gonna ask, so from now on, if you're gonna ask me, does this movie deserve to be a higher or lower? I'm gonna say apart from the obvious, because I won't be able to keep repeating myself that this movie deserves to be higher. This is a travesty. I'm questioning Baba George. Somebody did it got to this Empire Magazine. That's all I can say.
Why are you bringing it back?
Yeah, no, some Illuminati. No. This must be Kennedy. Kathleen knew I was gonna somehow end up on this podcast, and she said, "You know what is gonna happen? Gonna put it low enough for him to get an aneurysm, and he'll die. Tough luck. I'm not gonna
And
get
he
killed
will
by this.
die, yes.
It's gonna make me bitter." That's
Okay,
all. You tried, but you failed.
Okay.
That being said, it's my favorite movie of all time. Special moments where I was trying with the fact that I'm making a quick little movie, a film about what makes the Return of the Jedi so cool, because there are some points that people have overlooked over the mountains and mountains of work of Wikipedia articles and fan fictions and fan renditions that they've put up that have kind of diminished the glory of what this movie was and what the current state of the Rebel Alliance was looking like, and how things were different. Like, fun fact, in the books and the novelizations are busy saying that the Red Squadron was a squadron of X-wing fighters. Ghost Squadron was a squadron. Blue was it? Blue Squadron was the squadron of Y-wings and stuff like that. The truth is that's all bullshit. Every fighter was grabbing every fighter available. Whether you had an A-wing, Y-wing, B-wing, that was up to you, baby. Doesn't matter which squad you were in, because it looked like a horrific mess. I'll give you evidence later on. Yeah, let's not get into this thing. Let me calm down. I'm calm now.
I was about to say
that Swahili was strong.
Yeah.
Fire style. Yeah. They'll see me in the battlefields. More that's coming from the magazine.
Yeah, the Tebello said, "You dare challenge my powers."
Yeah. Anyway, any questions?
Let's not ask him any questions, because we could be here another 2 hours.
Rob? I agree that this is a great movie. Gosh, I don't know what to say. Like, again, childhood favorite as well. I mean, not the favorite, like maybe top 10. The Ewoks were something. I think people get too mad at the Ewoks, in my opinion. But I think this movie is more of a spiritual masterpiece than it is a practical masterpiece, if that makes sense. Like, I think in terms of that, Empire still wins. As we say, Empire Strikes Back is still the better movie. But in terms of a spiritual masterpiece of everything coming together so well, I think this is honestly, like, it's the best Jedi movie, you could almost say, if that makes any level of sense. Because
it's so unfortunate that they didn't make any other movies after that. I wonder what happened. It could have been nice to see what Luke does afterwards, what adventures Han does, whether.
Well, what if I told you it involves milk? It involves blue milk.
Yes.
What fan fiction is this?
And that the force is not what we thought it was all along.
Guys, what fan fiction are you reading from?
It
ended after Return of the
right
Jedi.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but my favorite scene is when they break into. Ironically, this is one of my favorite scenes over here, where it seems like the plan is coming together and they break in only to realize, nah, dog, it was a trap. And then on the other side, oh no, the what do they say again?
The Rebel Force.
Yeah, they're like, no, Lando. He's like,
all cops reported. Oh God, the scene. Oh no, it's the. I already know.
The realization.
The one alien was like. The one alien is busy talking to us like, like we've got to get that reading of the shields up or down. Can we tell them wait? But how can they be jamming us if they don't know that we're coming? Back off the attack! The shield is still up!
Yeah, that's brilliant. I love that stuff. And then it's like, okay, no, it's too late. We gotta lean in instead of running away. Like,
yeah, attack them upon black rage. The amount of time I've drew that on my maths books, I'm surprised my maths teachers didn't know the movie by default. I'm leaving it. I'm letting it go. Let it go.
If you think about it in terms of writing style. Thinking about it in terms of writing style, it's a movie that scene went from like 0 to 100 really fast.
That trap was a trap.
Fast. It was.
Oh, is that where? No, Admiral Akbar doesn't say it there. Does he say it there?
He says it there.
He says it there.
Because
it's too late
now. Trap.
When the fighters split up, and then he says, "Take evasive action. Green group stay close to holding sector MV7," and then somebody comes behind him. We've got enemy ships coming sector 37, and that it's a trap.
The Mon Calamari. Oh gosh. It's too bad we never saw them again. Yeah.
I really struggled to take that calamari seriously, but hey, he was a serious
that's
character.
the point. You and I
Bro, he was
don't get
dead.
it. That's the point.
He was dead serious, though. Like Lando was taking that nigga seriously, though. Like they were addressing him as like a really high rank official.
Yes.
This nigga knows his job. He's actually competent. I'm like, this calamari is on point.
What this is gold, leader. We saw it. Oh, perhaps prepare to retreat. We'll never get another chance at this episode. We have no choice, Zanozuko. Our cruisers can't have the firepower of that magnitude.
You are extruded.
Boy,
put some respect on Admiral Akbar. You can't talk about the Admiral like that.
Oh no, dog. He is a competent admiral. I'll give him that. But yo, man, whenever I was on screen, I was like, my G, I cannot take you seriously. I'm sorry. I know the stakes are high. People are dying. I know it's serious, though. You need to save lives, but
you're
yo,
racist against aliens. You're racist against aliens.
Yo, no disrespect to the calamari community. I apologize to the entire calamari community. Don't cancel me. But yo, you're admiral, dog. I'm sorry.
Now you just make me happy, man.
We're gonna get you an education. Don't worry, it's gonna be education training. But anyway, that's me, guys. I'm gonna keep. I would wish it to be in the near 50s, but yeah. Otherwise, yeah, Kutso, your turn.
No, I think it's Zuko. I think I skipped Zuko, man. I'm
No,
sorry.
Zuko went. Yeah.
Zuko went because they skipped me because I was having an aneurysm.
It's because Kutso wasn't awake.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
So
was like,
for me,
what
this is
happened?
funny
Like,
enough.
I was like, what happened? This movie made Tebello and Kutso mad at the same time. I was like,
You just bounced.
So funny enough, this is actually the first movie that I watched from the original trilogy. I think you know what here's the thing that I think we don't talk about enough. When you watch a rip-off before you watch an original, you tend to not appreciate the original as much. That whole trope of 3CPO being worshipped as a god, I think it started from here. And then I saw it because I saw it everywhere before I watched this movie. So when I watched this, I was like, not this again. So the Ewoks are worshipping this guy now, or whatever they were. I don't remember.
The colonizer.
Who were worshipping.
And guess what? Mm-hmm. You know, this is what I liked. The Ewoks thought he was a god, right?
Yeah.
And the colonizers like lean into it, but the Ewok, the people are saying no. It's against my programming to impersonate a deity. Full stop. He wasn't willing to play the colonizer route.
Yeah.
And that's
and he could have. He could have if he wanted to. Yeah. But also there's a lot of really iconic moments. Okay, I also had read the Boba Fett comic. So when I saw him dying like that, I was like, guys, this is the great bounty hunter that just happened. Then I saw Princess Leia looking all hot.
I'm gonna tell you now, ne. Boba Fett is what's a good example? He's
Yamcha.
That guy. No, not even Yamcha. Maybe Yamcha is a good example. Maybe. Or maybe you have to go to Dragon Ball, but he's that bra where you hear all of these stories about him and he lives up to none of them. Like I've not seen this bra do one thing. I've not seen not once. The closest we got was the Mandalorian.
You know, it's like that dude from One Punch Man who plays video games.
Oh, King. Yeah. That's who he is. He's King.
No, but King.
He's like King.
No, but I'm saying King doesn't. But the thing is, Nick, King, when you learn about him as a character, you understand he doesn't believe his own hype. Boba Fett will be walking around like I'm the greatest bounty hunter of all time, and then his gun will slip out of his hands, and he'll get bodied by an Ewok. And it's like, dog, what's happening?
Yeah, what threw him in the hole again? What threw him in the hole again?
No, he slipped. Basically, what happened is
it was Solo. Solo hit his.
He bumps him. He bumps him in the back.
I think he shot his rocket or something.
Because by accident, it was even because he was trying to pull Lando up, and then then Chewie was like, "Oh, I don't know. I can't speak Wookiee," but then Chewie told, there you go. And then Han was like, Boba Fett, where? And then he hits him
he got the greatest bounty
Collapses to Boba
hunter.
Fett.
The
It's
greatest bounty hunter defeated by
Jabba the Hutt's
accident.
barge and then tumbles into the
Bruh.
Sarlacc's stomach.
Wow, and that's it. That was the end. I
Yeah,
was
so
like,
great.
this is
It
it.
needed an accident, but that's why he was so great. It had to be by accident.
Yep.
Anyway,
It's the
and
whole
then
me
also
back
seeing,
meme, dog.
I just wanted to say.
seeing Princess Leia in that outfit was great,
Yeah.
and how
Oh,
she
yes.
killed
Yes.
Jabba the Hutt.
Was fire.
Yes.
And Jabba was like,
I swear to God, George Lucas had seen somebody who was making fun of somebody from Venda. Because why does
whoa,
Saga, why does
Whoa.
Boba Fett sound like
I
nope.
support this.
Yeah, but whom?
the views expressed.
Express.
Guys,
And-
we
and then
have
when it comes to
we
Boba
actually have a
Fett-
disclaimer in every video. Now please read that. Pause the video when we start. The minute you hear brrr, just pause, read that, and then continue.
And
That's
also-
what this
Mr.
That's
Buck,
what-
People who have met vendor people are like, no, we understand.
Mr. Buckmeister, and I just wanted to correct you that Boba Fett isn't Yamcha. And I'm gonna
Who
tell
is
you
it?
all the
It's
stuff.
Hercule.
Exactly. Boba Fett was Hercule.
Oh,
Fighting on
No. So the thing is,
That's perfect.
Boba Fett took himself seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Every time things went sideways, Hercule was the first one to vie. After Cell hit him once, Hercule was just like, oh, I can't get back into the ring. My stomach, my knee, my back, oh, my spine, oh. And then he's like, I'll save the day. Oh, I can't. I just ate some bad food or whatever. And he'll run off. Like, the thing is, Yamcha was serious. Yamcha was like, I'm about to throw down incoming Cybermen. Boom.
Okay, I've got a Tenten from Naruto.
Tenten got down, guys. Like, character might have been
Zuko
right,
is
but
the
Tenten got
greatest defender of Tenten I've ever seen in my life.
down. Tenten used Hokage
No,
level
but Tempton
tools.
is actually on point. I agree.
Tenten used Hokage level tools. That
But
the
anyway,
Going
guys,
back to this.
Going back to this.
Okay, then
Strong breeze sorted that
okay.
Cape Town could defeat Tenten. Just Cape Town by itself.
No!
This guy said that you
No!
get
Oh
defeated
my
by
god.
Panga Town. Rob said that Tenten get defeated by Panga Town. That's what our.
Okay,
That is true though.
guys, build up your check and attention thing.
Wow.
I will
The one
still
ninja
go.
who actually uses
Anyway.
ninja tools.
I
And
will
y'all do
still
it like
go.
this.
Our.
The one ninja who actually uses ninja tools. Y'all do it like this.
Yes.
It's like,
Hey dog.
Think about
Hey,
it.
dog.
The thing is, with ninja tools, they're the most underused power. I mean, think about it. One of the most powerful ninja who had the paper bomb, and she couldn't even win with it. Like, that's crazy. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you use tools, you're a loser automatically in the Naruto world, despite the fact that they all use tools. Even the samurai, they have a group of people called samurai, and
Land
all of
Iron.
them lose to the weakest ninja. That's
All of them.
crazy. All of them lose to the weakest ninja. That's crazy.
Yo,
I
that
don't
one
know.
ninja got eaten
The only sword that was useful was Sasuke's sword. That's the only sword that
Yeah,
was useful.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's true.
and
But anyway, going back
Anyway,
to this.
anyway,
Yo,
Kai!
hi! Oh, damn it!
Um. so
Oh God,
Luke
you are
was
one
very
in the
much
Khala,
dripped up.
Buckmeister. Accept it now.
Luke was very much dripped up in this, wearing all black. He looked pretty cool. Actually, according to the original story, I think there was a point where actually George Lucas was considering Luke joining the dark side in one of the drafts.
It's
You know,
no the fact that
could
you're
have
dressed in
ended up
black.
very differently. But
Wasn't it
the
supposed
fact
to
that
also have
he
both
never
ways
really
to
gave in the
see?
dark side. For me, Luke is one of the ultimate heroes in all of fiction. Like, there's no the fact that he's so incorruptible. it's something that we can all. I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
And it was by choice as well. It
It's
wasn't
great
your
that they never made.
circumstances.
It's great that they never made a movie after Return of the Jedi. It's
You know?
fantastic.
And fun fact, you are talking about Luke's drip. If you pay attention throughout the whole movie, he's dressed in black, right? But then at the last movie, you see that inside they deliberately opened one of the sleeves, the buttons of the shirt to show that it was white all along. So no matter how it appeared dark at the outside, the purity, the light was always within him.
Oh, it was that Obi-Wan in him. The Obi-Wan is in him.
As long as the Air Force Ones are black, then we're good.
Message. But anyway, yeah, it does
Guys,
deserve to be
we've
on this
been
list.
stuck on this movie for years. I'm sorry.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
Next
I just wanna finish it off. It does deserve to be on this list. Favorite moment, I think I've mentioned all of them except like the third act, the fighting scene and everything is great. Shout out to General Admiral Akbar is really cool.
Guys,
it's
you're
really cool.
You're trying hard to get cancelled by the Star Wars OG community, ne?
No, and also Lando, I think
Yes.
Lando also, I guess you could say in this movie specifically, he redeemed himself.
One of my first TikToks was me defending Lando. I was like, guys, let's not forget the guy who shot the final shot that destroyed the Death Star was Lando Calrissian, a black man. You better put respect on a black man in this universe.
Also, like, what was he gonna do to Vader?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Can you imagine a Star Carrier shows up at your door? Yeah.
What was he gonna do to Vader?
Yeah.
Vader.
Yeah.
What is it called again? It's called a Star Carrier or Star
No, it's not. It's the Invincible Fist.
Wait, what?
But,
I'm talking about the biggest ships outside of the Death Star.
There's the Star Destroyers.
There we
the
go.
Super Star Destroyer.
Yeah. Can you imagine two of those show up in your city? What must happen?
Yeah.
You must fight.
Okay, guys. Number 76, Arrival, starring Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner.
I haven't seen it.
An actual masterpiece. You guys
Are you the only one that? Are you the only one that saw it? Okay, please, Rob, lead the way.
What is happening right now?
Okay. We are dead serious.
Hey, man.
Well, I never claimed I was a cinephile. That's all I can say.
Oh, no, you guys have missed out. If you like Christopher Nolan, this is basically what Tenet wanted to be. This is what Tenet wanted to be. Like, this is basically, it's Amy Adams just killing it. Even a better job than she did with The Fighter, with, what's it, Mark Wahlberg and, no, it's Matt Damon. Is it Mark Wahlberg? And doesn't matter, Christian Bale. But anyway, great story, basically about language, about communication. Basically, the premise is she's this master linguist person, and the army is like, we need your help. Aliens have shown up, and we need to talk to them. And yeah, they've shown up in different countries. And as they're trying to talk to the aliens are talking back, and she has trying to break down the language. But the thing is that the language, because remember, there's something they say in the movie. It's a great line where they say, the way you form your language is fundamentally how your brain works. When you learn an extra language, your brain literally changes. So now when they learn the language that's so complex, they literally change. And it has this effect, because basically what happens, it lets them see the future. And that's as much as I'll spoil. And so yeah, basically, and there's this whole like Tenet kind of level thing that's going on. And it is just a beautiful movie that'll break your heart.
It's a cookbook.
Huh?
It's a cookbook.
Is it a slow build? Is it one of those slow build movies, or is it like?
I would say the best example would be Tenet with less action. Not the Time Traveler's Wife. That's not a good example. I want to say 12 Monkeys, but no.
Oh, okay.
It's a tense but slow build, and it's beautiful because it's all about the emotions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Does it deserve to be on this list?
It probably deserves to be higher. This is one of Denis Villeneuve's best movies. It's better than Prisoners.
Okay. Favorite moment?
Robert. Oh, okay. No, you're saying who? I wish I might have. I'm not a politician.
Favorite moment.
Oh, so talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Visually, the most beautiful moment is when the army, things get real, and the army comes to fetch her, and there's because you've seen Blade Runner 49. You've seen how this man does his shots. So she's in this beautiful bed, lying down, and you see the helicopter light just fucking flash into her bedroom, and then she walks out to go meet them. That is one of the most beautiful visual moments. But there's a moment that I don't want to explain it because it's spoilers. But there's a moment where they're like talking and things seem to be going right. But as it turns out, people are like, "Hey, I'm not a fan of aliens," and then things kind of go wrong. And there's this whole tension with the Chinese government because China has got their own one, and European countries got their own one. But China's kind of like, fuck F the rest of you guys. And they're like, we're gonna destroy ours, and if they destroy theirs, bad things happen. And there's this whole build up, and that part is brilliant. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sounds convoluted, but sounds interesting at the same time.
Yeah, again, when you explain it like this, it's convoluted. But when you're following, there's this style of writing that exists where you follow the characters' emotions, and the more complex things are, you just breeze through them. It's like Metal Gear Solid, yeah.
So if you had to compare this to Contact.
Faster than Contact.
Okay.
Definitely faster than Contact, because Contact is slow. That's like a 2.5 hour movie, right?
It's one of those movies I enjoyed watching, because one of those movies I watched with my mom from beginning to end. So when I hear the premise, I'm thinking automatically compared it to
that was actually a good example. That's a good example. I would say the atmosphere is slow, as darker than Contact, but it's Contact. It's actually a great example, and it's beautiful. Yeah, that was a good matchup.
Wait, so Rob is the only one that watched this movie, right?
Yeah.
Even Zuko, that blows my mind.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually. I thought Zuko would have watched it. Okay.
It's Diddy move, guys.
Hey guys, I'm a very lazy watcher. I told you, I've become very lazy in watching.
I'm not a cinephile, so like I'm just here to be a filler arc.
I don't know. I'm gonna make you guys a cinephile by the end of this.
Number 75, A Quiet Place, starring Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. John Krasinski.
And the first name?
Emily Blunt.
Oh, okay.
Not Emily. Okay. This one I've seen clips. I have not seen the movie. I basically know the gist of the movie, but I wasn't into horror. Basically, sound monsters and all of that stuff.
Sorry, which one came first, Bird Box or Quiet Place?
Quiet Place.
Quiet Place.
No, what?
No, Quiet Place came first.
I'm thinking of the other one, the Sandra Bullock one. Never mind, sorry, bad.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm asking about. That's Bird Box.
Yeah.
I think you guys are right. I think Quiet Place came out first.
Quiet Place came out first, and then Bird Box, because Bird Box was basically a rip-off of Quiet Place.
Yeah.
And was it in theaters? I remember it was on Netflix.
It was.
Netflix.
It was in theaters first.
Oh,
I think it was a net. I think that's why
Netflix
also
thing.
Bird Box. It was like a first Netflix movie or
yeah,
what?
it's Netflix.
They did not come out in theaters first.
No, it was Netflix.
It was. That's
It was
why
a Netflix exclusive.
That's why it was so big, because it was one of the first movies just exclusively for Netflix.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Buck. I was just curious about that.
Anyway, as I said, I don't have much to say because I haven't seen this. I've seen clips of it. I know that it was really good. I've seen the Emily Blunt birthing scene with the monster, and I was just like, ew, ouch. But outside of that, I haven't really seen. I've seen this movie in bits and pieces. I haven't seen it as a whole, so I can't really give any thoughts on it.
All right. Tebello?
I haven't seen this movie.
All right, that was so quick.
They both 2018, guys.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's me then.
It's one of those moments where studios sort of have similar scripts and you don't know whether they were leaked. One of them was leaked or not. You know that thing? Yeah. And they come out around the same time. There's a term for it. I forgot the term.
Apart from the obvious, I think it does deserve to be on the list. Apart from the obvious, like I mentioned earlier.
What's the
like I said, I haven't seen
the obvious being that clearly the Return of the Jedi is supposed to be higher in the top.
Oh, yes.
Way higher. This is way too high for this movie. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is actually this is just some guy. This is some guy's opinions. This is not an actual you know what I mean?
But also remember, there's recency bias as well. Because you've seen it and it's impactful is more recent.
That's true.
Yeah,
and also
the generation the author was born in also counts, I guess.
And also, you try not to be a nostalgia monster where you think everything old is good, and so you try and so in doing that now you actually kind of put the older movies, even though they might be better or worse. So you might put a good old movie at the back because you try not to be too biased, or you might put an okay older movie at the front because you're like, oh no, but it's
it's not overhyped.
Has The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly even appeared in the list yet?
No, it better not until the end.
Not yet. It is on the list, but it's not yet. Sorry, Zooks, please continue.
Yeah, you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, so I watched this brilliant movie. It captivated me. It kept my attention. It drew me in, and it never let me go. So I just got annoyed at that opening scene.
That sounds so sexual.
What?
It drew me in and it never let me go.
Yeah, where's your pause, buddy?
Hold up. I thought you were keeping things innocent. What happened?
Yeah, what's going on?
No, you guys are the perverted ones, because those are perfectly normal things to say about a movie. Movies are supposed to draw you in.
And never let you go.
They're supposed to keep you engaged, and they're not supposed to let you go because you need to watch it to the end. But because you guys have corrupt minds.
That's on Diddy's legal case as we speak.
Because you guys have Diddy on your mind. Slipping on baby oil here.
You sound like such a parent right now.
You slipping on baby oil and going into the gutter. And also, I really don't believe in pause. Like, if you get the wrong thing from what I've said, that's your problem.
Zuko said all play.
Like dogs, why am I pausing?
It belongs to be on this list?
Yes, I think so. It actually, you know how there was a point in time thrillers and horror movies were just gruesome and gross and everything, and alien movies were just spectacular and not really. This was a good story. This was well shot. This was well done, you know. So yeah. It could be closer to the 80s and 90s there, but yeah, it's a good movie.
All right.
I'm still trying to keep myself calm, so yeah.
Rob, I think it's you now.
All right. For me, I haven't fully seen this movie because I wasn't that interested, but I do think this was a marker of a comeback of what I like to call premise movies. M. Night Shyamalan is, of course, good with premise-type movies where there's a fundamental premise that they must all follow, basically, in a horror movie. Do you know what I mean? If you think about it, there was kind of a gap, and then they all kind of came at the same time. It was this one, Bird Box, and then it was the not Steve Buscemi, what's the guy's name again?
What is it about?
Devil Wears Prada. The one where, like, if you say something, it makes you go crazy. I think if you speak, no.
Oh wait.
You know what I'm talking about?
There was also Split, right?
Stanley Tucci. Remember, he was like the main one of that one. It was like, if you do something, and then he had to like hide out in the house, and there are like people all around him.
No, wait, I'm thinking of a different movie. Never mind.
Fudge. But anyway, the point is there was like these type of premise type movies that I think there was like a gap, and then this one really kind of brought it back. And it got oversaturated almost immediately, and then it kind of destroyed itself. So I think
they probably already shot it, and then they couldn't market it. And then when this came, because they already had them, they just kind of released them all just to like get them off the book so that they can make their money back, and then kind of fucked themselves up.
Oh, definitely. I mean, David Fincher talks about that. If it does well, then every studio goes, yo, man, do you have any clown movies in the background somewhere? And they just chuck them all at the same time. So everyone gets a piece of that slice of pie.
Well, I mean, that's what happened with Avengers. After Avengers dropped, every studio was trying to do an Avengers movie.
Yep.
Yeah, a cinematic universe.
Yeah, everyone wanted a cinematic universe, like, guys.
And how did that turn out, I wonder?
It's faster than Furious. It doesn't need a cinematic universe. Just
all I'm saying is I'm still waiting for that Johnny Depp. What is Johnny Depp? What monster was Johnny Depp supposed to be? Does anyone remember?
Oh, in the Dark Universe.
I think wasn't supposed to be the Invisible Man?
Really?
You can't have Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man.
I was gonna say, right? That sounds crazy.
Like half of his goodness is his little facial expressions, his little tics and stuff.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think it because I
don't know
think
if you might be
Russell
right.
Crowe was Hyde,
Jacqueline
right?
Hyde.
Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, Jacqueline Hyde.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but anyway, getting distracted. Point is, I just find stuff like that fascinating. Can't give you much details about it. I do like the premise of it, of course. Definitely probably better than Trapped. I'm glad that's not on this list. But yeah, I'm fine with where it is. Cool.
All right. Okay, from my side, I haven't watched it either. I've only seen clips. I'm actually disappointed in myself for not watching it because I love Emily Blunt and John Krasinski, which is weird. But I think it does deserve to be on this list. You're right. There was a certain craze, or rather a craze, when this came out because I think there was like Get Out, then there was like Split, then there was like Bird Box, then there was other movies that were not so memorable that came out. And yeah, all these movies now kind of sort of like look the same, especially their posters. Even the movie that came out with Lupita Nyong'o and that was directed by Jordan Peele, it kind of looks like See No Evil Now. That poster kind of looks like that poster. It's like it's so weird, you know. And even Bagman kind of looks like those movies that I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
horror is really trying very hard to make it come back, but it's still struggling because of the superhero. I think we speak about this as often as we can, but yeah, I guess it deserves to be here. All right, maybe we can do like 3 more and then we'll call it, right?
All right.
Are we?
Are you at work?
No, I'm not at work.
Oh.
Yeah. Trainspotting, starring Ewan McGregor. It's considered to be
Not
one of
seen this
his
one.
favorite movies of all time. So yeah.
Yo, Buck, watch this, but like strap in, my bro. Like if you ever watch this, like strap in because this I don't know how getting high feels like, but this movie made me feel like I was high.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a ringing endorsement. Traumatize yourself, Buck.
Wait, Tebello, is it you? I think it's you. Before we get to Zuko.
I have never seen this movie in my entire life.
Okay. Zooks?
He looks
Go
cute
ahead.
though.
I watched this on ETV when ETV still used to play good movies.
Yeah, when it was Mnet Light.
And yeah, and I think SABC 3 also played it. Insane movie. Follows this dude about and their drugs and how there's a scene like I think the memorable scene is where they show how to get high and stuff, and basically what happens to you and everything. And that's basically where a lot of high cinema comes from. So if you like, you know, the whole the lighting,
the trance,
the eyes, the
yeah,
thing and all that.
the pupils getting dilated and all of that.
It's getting dilated. Like my favorite scene is when he tries to go cold turkey. So he's like, I'm gonna lock myself up in this room, and then when after the shakes go
withdrawal
out,
symptoms.
yeah. And then like an hour later, he remembers like, damn, I forgot to buy milk or something, like something stupid. Like I can't remember what it was exactly, but he just forgot something. He's like, damn, I forgot to buy myself milk. And then he takes himself out of the room. I'm like, dude, what was the whole, like, if you could escape, then what was the whole point of that thing?
Right.
Yeah, you should have left left the escape tools to your homie, like, Braz, don't let me out until like day 3 when the thing is out of my system, whatever. But like literally like an hour into it is like, damn, I forgot I don't know, like he forgot like something stupid, like, you know, milk or chocolate or like chips or something like
an excuse to get him out.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh man, I need cigarettes or something, and then he goes out there just like so brilliant movie. And it was real, it was raw, it was well acted, it was well directed, it was beautifully edited. The cutting scenes were like well done. So yeah, recommend that everybody, we should all watch this one.
Is it the best Danny Boyle film?
Is it the best?
Danny Boyle film.
What else has he done?
He did Steve Jobs, the one with Michael Fassbender one. Okay. And I believe that he also did I think he did 28 Days Later. Let me just confirm that for you. But Because he's a great director. He's fantastic. I don't think we've had a movie from him yet, Kutso.
No, not yet. Not
127 Hours is I think that's one of his most famous ones.
Yeah.
With James Franco.
Oh, and Slumdog Billionaire. I forgot about that. But yeah, 28 Days Later was him as well.
Well,
they're and all Sunshine.
Good. Oh wow, you got a good resume.
Like hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'd still say this would be his best.
Right.
Does it deserve to be higher or lower?
Provisionally, it could go this thing. It could go closer to the 60s there.
All right. Rob.
Wait, what about Tebello and Buck?
They don't.
Already answered.
Okay. Well, yeah, same here. I know. I've deliberately gone on my way to not know more about it because I do want to watch this clean. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is right now. I think it, by its cultural value, I know it should be this high. So I'm gonna leave it there.
Apart from the obvious,
I would have expected you saw it, Rob. But okay.
I know that's why I've gone on my way to not hear anything about it because I know I have to watch it. I have to.
Ooh, do you know that the one?
Yeah.
DiCaprio and Marlon Wayans in it.
Yes, one of the best drug movies of all time. Yes.
Yeah, it's on that level. But it's more English raw. It's more English raw.
Yeah, it's not as esoteric, or what's the word? I think is that the word, esoteric.
It's not. I don't know.
Let's just say the directing style is not as.
It's not a cinematic.
Yes. What's his name now? Don't do this to me. Also a great director. What's his name now?
Marlon Wayans and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
Yeah, Requiem for a Dream.
For a Dream, yes.
Oh,
The Wrestler.
David
Black Swan.
David Fincher.
I hate you so much for saying that.
Yes.
No, it's not David Fincher.
Is it not?
It's not. It's no.
Wait.
Black Swan.
Will Rob figure out the name of this director?
Darren Aronofsky.
Darren Aronofsky. Oh my god. Anyway, so I share the same sentiments as Rob. I haven't seen it. I hope to see it. I'll just leave it where it is. Yeah. Okay. I don't think anybody has watched this, but hey, we'll never know.
Brilliant.
Mulholland Drive.
This is David Lynch. Brilliant movie. Please watch it. It's beautifully paced. It's beautifully shot. It grabs you. It's just beautiful, man. Like
what is it about? Okay, I like Naomi Watts. I've had a crush on her like since I was a teenager. What's it about?
It's girl comes to Hollywood and all the shenanigans that happens with it. You know, the good and the bad of Hollywood, and
it's kind of giving me Thelma and Louise vibes, but I get it.
No.
It's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I haven't watched that one, so I wouldn't.
No, I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was more like alternate reality thing.
Well, I mean, yes, but
yeah,
it's. Crap, what's a good example?
Okay, so you and Zuko watched it.
No. I only know about it. I've yet to watch it. David Lynch, I have not watched any of his movies.
Gasp again.
But guys, this one you must be focused because David Lynch or Ratabo, what's that style of his?
Surrealist?
Yes,
thank you. So
I thought you were gonna say they get naked or something. I was
no.
Focus.
It's like, you know, Cronenberg has like the horror, body horror, and this guy has kind of like mental horror. I don't know how to explain it, but it's
okay, I get you.
It's like this weirdness to his style. Like, is this one where like a monster shows up out of the corner for no reason? And the chick
like Satoshi Kon type of stuff. Like Perfect Blue type of.
Yeah, type stuff. Well, one of his movies is like that. We're talking about just David Lynch in general. Like, oh God, there's this other one with this.
Like David Lynch basically makes you feel like you smoked something.
Yeah.
Like I get you. Feel like you've smoked something.
Hey, Hollywood and drugs. Like
Hand in hand, dog. Hand in hand.
So Zuko, do you think it belongs to be here?
Yes, it does. It's oh my soul. Actually, I'm gonna watch it again actually because I'm trying to remember it, but like I just realized it's been so long since I watched it. But I'm gonna watch it again. Yeah, it deserves to be here. It's fine where it is. Brilliant movie, man. Brilliant movie.
Okay. Higher, lower?
I said it's fine where it is.
Apart from the obvious.
Apart from the obvious.
Okay, so nobody else watched it apart from Zuko, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, cool. I don't think anybody has watched this one. Rear Window.
Nope.
That sounds like a Hitchcock one.
Yeah, it is a Hitchcock.
Yep,
Hitchcock.
it is a Hitchcock one.
Oh,
yeah.
In
this
fact,
is
Shia LaBeouf has.
Shia LaBeouf one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Disturbia.
Thank you.
Oh, this is the original Disturbia, no?
Yes. And visually it's stunning. I've seen clips like you actually see like it's actually smarter than Disturbia because what happens is this guy's like a voyeur, right? But it's an entire apartment complex. It's not just him looking at the next door neighbor. It's an actual. It's like so the window here and the different people living their lives.
Yes.
And then eventually one of the windows.
The posters like that actually. The poster shows you that it's like a block of whatever. It's like you were saying now.
Exactly.
Like there's different floors in it.
Exactly. And then something wild happens in one window and the story continues from there as this man is trying to do things from a wheelchair. Like this is who M. Night Shyamalan wishes he was. Do you know what I mean? Like this is his style.
Okay.
I didn't mean that badly. But
Thank you, you said it.
Do.
But like,
I never thought I'd agree with the Zerg. But you know what? Our tennis was right.
Point is, this guy has a premise. He'll have a cool premise, and then he will expand on that premise, and then like put his characters in these amazing situations where he's trying to get out. Whereas I think where M. Night Shyamalan loses Hitchcock is that there's no filmmaking when it comes to M. Night Shyamalan. I don't know if Zuko can, if you understand what I'm saying, or if you guys understand what I'm saying. Where like Hitchcock.
He's more focused on the twist than the story.
Yes, and he doesn't have the visuals as well.
Yeah,
he doesn't have the visuals.
So because the thing is, Hitchcock, his movie is from his premise, but Shyamalan, his movie is from his twist.
Yes, and that is
if his twist is this guy's gonna eat a lunch bar, but he's been showing Bawan the whole time. So now he's trying to fit, how can I get the lunch bar into the Bawans type of thing? Yeah. Instead of saying, okay, this guy's going to eat the lunch bar. How do I get him to the lunch bar?
Mm-hmm. Or like another example would be Split. And that's one of his good movies.
Lunch bar, if you're watching, we'll appreciate sponsorship.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we'd appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Yes, 100%. In the movie Split.
Look, and Woolworths. Your speckled eggs, I've been getting you share. I have, for as many bottles of lube Diddy has, I've been buying a bag of giant speckled eggs. I have market share. I've been keeping you afloat. So give something back.
Guys.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna blow through it. Okay, quickly, I don't want to say it was like a conversation in a M. Night Shyamalan will be two people in a state like the in Split. The one like they talk about chicken wings and looking through the camera as they talk to the main character as the main character comes in and comes out from Split, right? They're trying to figure out if which personality is coming in to have the meeting with the psychiatrist, right? Like that's a basic shot. Whereas Hitchcock is the kind of person who there's like this one shot. I forgot which movie it is now, where like the entire movie, it's almost a second story is being told with the two characters are talking, and when they walk around each other, the positioning of it kind of shows the levels of power that are involved. The best example I can think of is Kutso. I know you watched, at least I know you have Citizen Kane. There's a part where these two characters are talking, right? And Citizen Kane is far away and he looks small. But as they're talking, he gets bigger and it gets bigger and it gets bigger. And by the time he gets here, their positions in the storyline has changed. And now Hitchcock is here and things. Like those filmmakers do stuff like that. M. Night doesn't.
Yeah. Like he doesn't tell, like Hitchcock will tell his story with his light. He'll tell his story with his camera work. He'll tell his story with his framing.
Yes.
He'll tell the story with the music. Like
Yes.
Shyamalan just adds them, like the lighting. The lighting for Shyamalan is just so that we can see. The music is just to. I think music is probably the only one he'll really like try and pay attention on it. But then the rest, he doesn't use his tools.
Yes. It could be a book.
I never thought I'd fall in love with these guys more than I have than before. Now it's just getting more and more. People are just singing praises like, whoa.
The only Shyamalan movie I've seen is the Avatar one. So
what is that?
Wow.
Not even Unbreakable.
What movie is that? You haven't watched Unbreakable?
Nah, I've never seen it. Nah, I haven't seen it.
That one is worth a watch. That one is worth
a movie.
Oh, I with Sam Jackson. Yeah, I mean I know of it, but I haven't watched it.
Watch it, man. It's actually pretty decent.
That one is worth the watch, dog. That one's worth the watch.
Mr. Glass will hurt your feelings, but anyway.
All right, number 71.
All I remember is crying in the theater.
Hey, dog.
Guys, is it really
because of the first 3 minutes or 5 minutes?
Yeah, the greatest 2 minutes of film history. Yeah.
That should have been the movie, in my opinion.
Okay, I can. I'm gonna.
Okay, I have now seen the audacity of Kennedy's plan. My God.
Are you crying already, bro?
This is Lassiter, don't you? Kennedy wishes you could do this. This is Lassiter.
No, it's not. It's not Lassiter. It's Pete Doctor.
Who is it? Who?
It's Pete Doctor. Pete Doctor.
No,
okay.
I'm trying to say.
I remember
he
the
basically
beginning of
was,
guys. I remember the beginning of this movie with the old dude and that montage. And basically, I was looking at my uncle. I was really confused. I was like, Chief, what's happening?
That's beautiful, man.
And Bra was also like, Bra, I can't talk to you right now. Like, just...
Oh God, please.
Then the rest of the movie with the kid, I mean, the kid and the old man had a nice dynamic. I enjoyed them. I don't remember the bad guys that much because I remember it was like some
old man.
Another old man.
It was basically a movie about Donald Trump and
Biden.
Biden, but
no, I feel like it was about De Niro and Trump. You know, De Niro doesn't like Trump, right?
Yeah.
And people have been saying that De Niro should do a live action film as this man of us. Yeah.
He's not from New York.
But you know what doesn't make sense about Up for me, guys? The old man, the villain, was this guy's icon. Like,
yes,
the old man is older than this dude.
Yep.
But the old man looks older than him. Like, he looks older than that guy.
Yeah, you see Biden.
Hey, dog, power of Hollywood.
Tanga. We're souls. You stay young.
The views expressed.
I was talking about the villain.
But another example is Samuel Jackson versus Bill Murray. They're the same age. Have you seen that shit?
Hey, but Samuel L. Jackson has some Jedi powers, dog. We just have to be honest.
Him, Keanu Reeves, Nicolas Cage. Yeah. These people age like fine wine, bro.
Paul Rudd, bro. Paul Rudd.
Is younger than Ernie Hudson. He looks older than Ernie Hudson, bro. I was like, what the hell? And he doesn't even look like he doesn't look old or anything like it.
And you know what the best part about
those Ant-Man powers, bro.
No, they're not problematic. Look at Pharrell Williams looked young and immortal and like he was drinking the blood of virgins. That's how young he was. He said one wrong thing. Hashtag all lives matter. And then they're like, return to sender.
No more blood for you, thanks.
Same thing. Prince William, gorgeous. Everybody wanted him. They didn't give a damn about Prince Harry.
Oh yeah, the hair went away, and it's like what happened?
Diana was like, "This man's gonna be a problem." Look at him cheating on his wife, picking up his bad habits. Total delete.
Okay, wait, guys, whoa,
So
wait,
it's just like, oh, you want to be like your daddy?
guys, wait,
like
wait,
your
wait,
daddy.
wait. I think we're all over the place. Buck, you didn't say everything you needed to say, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, again, I did enjoy this movie, but the most thing that I remember about it was the beginning.
Yeah.
At this 71, I don't think it's better than Return of the Jedi. Like, I don't
No
understand
ways.
This is way too
why
No.
it's
No.
way too high.
Okay, Alexa,
Like-
cancel A Hero 4. Start playing the Force theme. Thank you.
Like, I would put this at 90, maybe.
if on the list at all, but yeah.
Maybe
I mean, it's not better than
95.
Toy Story. So.
95. Yeah,
Thanks,
wait.
Toy Story.
If Toy Story ain't making this list, then how?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some
Yeah.
chairs.
Nah, this is better than
Okay.
this is Toy Story.
Then it's Tebello, right?
Okay, I'm gonna try and keep it short because because of the sake of time. This movie got me all emotional for all the wrong reasons.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not. Oh, it's very wholesome. You guys are busy going on about the old married couple and how they lived and then died. It was very, yes, it did. It was deliberately pulling on your heartstrings and stuff like that. I get it, everything like that. What got me up on my feels, funny enough, I still haven't broken. I didn't shed a tear in the cinema anyway, but still, it got me feeling kind of sad. This movie came shortly after my dog died. And person suffering from depression, living with pet therapy was the only thing that was keeping me on this earth. And there went my last pet. And then we have this talking dog, Doug. And there in the last section of the movie where he's flying off to go rescue, I forgot the kid's name. And then you find out Russell. There you go, Russell. Then someone knocks at the door. Something knocks at the door, and he thinks Russell came back. And then you just find it's Doug. And then Doug says the words, "I hid under your porch because I love you. Can I stay?" And at that moment, that look reminded me of every time my dogs used to look at me when I had to tell them to go out because they were making a mess in the house. And when I told them, "Oh no, you can stay a few moments," and yeah, that scene right there almost had me. I won't lie.
I feel you.
So, funny enough, yeah, shame. I love my pets more than some family members. They can quote me on that.
Funny enough, there was actually there's actually a story. You know those Make-A-Wish type of kids?
Yeah.
There's a kid that kid's wish was to watch this movie before it came out in theaters, if I remember correctly, because I read this article like a long time ago. Then Pixar made sure to get this film to that kid. And the kid watched it, and that was the last thing I think the child watched before they departed. So that's quite cool.
A movie about dying and then having a new adventure, and then you go watch it to a 10-year-old kid. Wow, I can imagine how that might have made the parents feel like, you know what? Thanks for the adventure, mom and dad. Go have a new one.
Was it like me, Lars, and the Dying Girl? Was it like that? Or was it just like they just, yeah?
Well, moving on.
I don't know.
You don't know that? Okay, never mind.
Anyway,
Hey guys, y'all getting me
Kai.
sad as a motherfucker. Come on.
Okay, wait. Tebello, does it deserve to be on the list?
Oh yeah.
Does it deserve to be on the list? Look, one of my okay, Pixar's which company? Which movies did Pixar make?
Cars, Toy Story,
Cars, Toy
Incredibles,
Stories, Incredibles. Okay.
Inside Out.
Like one of my favorite at the time non-Disney related films of all time would be like Prince of Egypt, and I can't hold this higher than Prince of Egypt.
That was DreamWorks.
That was DreamWorks. I agree. Yes, I'm saying, but it's like I was saying, what was one of my favorite animated films that was like outside of the normal Disney Disney Empire type of thing that I can think of. Because apart from that, it's The Lion King. So, does it deserve to be on this list? I'm not so sure. Does the musical score deserve to be on this list? Absolutely. So,
that's fair.
Yeah, I think the music is what's keeping it this way. So in that case, it deserves to be about at least 99.
Okay.
And apart from the obvious.
Okay. Zuko?
That's how I said Caitlin is trying to kill me. I now know the full extent of her strategy. Because First was to drop the movie low enough for me to almost have an aneurysm, and that I'm keeping up with the list. Every movie that I know that doesn't deserve to be higher than the Return of the Jedi is gonna make that aneurysm get a little bigger and bigger in my head. So I now appreciate her evil cunning. My respects to you. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, so.
You haven't watched it.
You haven't watched it?
Mm-mm.
Watch it with your boy, dog. You'll like it.
90 minutes of your life, bro.
I'm gonna kidnap you and your son and come watch this.
Like how you.
Yeah, but just make sure your son doesn't buy balloons.
Don't mind. Hey, he was raving about the food, so our stomachs won't mind.
You just see to the portal, a Kami dimension open behind you. You just see me out there wearing my Toby mask. Let's go.
I think what did he say? He said like, "Ish, I should have taken more food."
Wow.
I was like, dude, don't like that.
Anyway,
What a
Rob,
compliment.
Why are you acting like I don't feed you, bro?
I have a theory about this movie, and it's I don't know if you guys watch sport, but there's this theory that a lot of soccer players, some sports will do. Like for example, the England rugby team, they did it as well. What they would do is they would they score a try in the first 10 minutes, and then they spend the rest of the game trying to defend that try and then win like that. You know what I mean? And that's what this movie did.
And that's how they almost beat us, but we beat them by 1 point.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so that's what this movie did. It scored its biggest points right at the beginning. Yeah. And then I think what happened was, like, I think if you actually cut this movie is like an 8 out of 10, but if you cut the first 3 minutes off, it's a 6 out of 10. Like, I don't think this movie is actually as good as the opening suggests it is.
The kid carries the movie, in my opinion.
Huh?
Like, the kid carries the movie.
The kid is amazing, yes.
Because the old man is just grumpy the entire time.
Yeah,
like,
there's not much going on. There's external factors pushing the main character forward, absolutely. Also, this movie won an Oscar. Yes.
You're talking to Ellie. Where is this Ellie? Like, I was like, I know you miss your wife, but that's a bit that's a bit scary at some point. And then Russell plays into it. Ellie, can I please keep the bird? Ellie says it's okay, so long as but I told her no.
Wild. Which is wild. But my point is, Michael Giacchino's score, because I think a lot of movies have tried to do this. A good example would be Wolverine Origins. I think they try to do the same thing, where they took that brilliant opening where they were like, let's kill some brown people, and they just attacked that base. And you got Wolverine at his best. You got every single character in that team, X-Force team, was at their best. You saw Deadpool's stuff, all that stuff. So and then after that was the rest of the movie. The only problem was the rest of the movie didn't hold on to your attention.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It really didn't hold on to you. Whereas this one had the kid, like you guys said, and this amazing music. And that really held on. But I would argue not as good as it should be. In fact, I would rank it below Incredibles, below Iron Giant, above Cars 2. Let me not be too mean.
No, Cars 2 was horrible.
Yeah.
Come on, there's another
Toy Story 3. I'll put it on Toy Story 4, above Toy Story. No.
And the other movie
above Toy Story 3.
4. Oh, I don't know what you want me to say. What?
And another one?
I don't know. Above Life?
It's worse than Prince of Persia. Is that what you're saying?
One. Like,
what other one?
Wait, which Prince of Persia?
Shrek?
Hold up.
Shrek.
I think you wanted to say Prince of Egypt, not Prince of Persia.
I wanted him to say Return of the Jedi. But anyway.
Okay, no, this doesn't even be on the list. So yeah, that's my opinion. Doesn't deserve to be on the list.
I was about to be like, look, Up is. I mean, I'm not saying that Up is the greatest thing, but when you said Prince of Persia, I was like, Jake Gyllenhaal.
What?
Yeah, man.
Look, guys, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Prince.
Yo, where they try to pass him as a brown man.
You guys are okay. Some fans are gonna hate me, but Jake Gyllenhaal's best performance was in that damn movie, Brokeback Mountain, and that movie doesn't deserve to be on this list. So
and it is.
Why? When I saw it, I was like, really?
Anyway,
I think that movie is just on the list because of the topic, not really because of the story. And
it was before I was promoted to the senior member of the council. I would have vetoed it immediately.
Yeah. I know this wasn't a council. This was some guy. You'll never convince me more than 2 people made this list. But
okay. It's I think you guys have said everything that has to be said about this movie. It's not that memorable. When you think Pixar, I doubt a lot of people think about Up, unless the concept of a flying house being held by balloons, or rather being whatever you can carried by balloons. That's the concept alone is interesting, but the movie itself doesn't really have any much substance apart from the beginning. So yeah,
it's such wasted potential.
Yeah,
because if you look at, there are certain movies that define a company as trope. Like Disney has that annoying Cinderella's castle at the back. DreamWorks has that moon.
Yeah, with the kid.
With the kid.
The fishing or whatever he's doing.
Which then changes to Uruguay at some point, or it's. We've got those different images for these different movies. Pixar could have had something as iconic as that house held up by balloons to be its emblem. If they just gave this,
but they have that whole light
little punch,
thing, right?
They do, which is nice and all, but which carries more weight when it comes to capturing a person's imagination? A floating house on balloons that captures every kid's imagination, as opposed to a lamp that squishes a letter I over and over and over again.
That's true. Fair point.
This could have replaced Disney.
But Disney bought it. So anyway, guys, this is the last movie of the day. Number 70, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Is this here?
This is too high.
This is way. Oh, thank God! Thank God! I thought.
No, why is it on here? Never mind. Why is it high? Why is it on here?
It's
not bad
this
though.
Is
it
a good movie.
No. It's not a bad.
Remember, that's not the question. It's not whether or not it's a good movie. This is the greatest films of all time. Do you know what I mean?
No, but guys, this thing changed animation, animated movies. It changed the way animated movies are done nowadays. Have you guys noticed this?
No, it didn't change all of them. It made waves, yes, but it didn't change all of them. It made waves. And also, it's losing steam. But I don't know. If Scott Pilgrim made this list, I can understand why Into the Spider-Verse made this list. It should be round where Scott Pilgrim is, honestly. Look, it's a good movie. It's a good film.
But a cult.
There is some stuff in it where I'm just like, okay, this is the best of the. I mean, I think this is better than Across the Spider-Verse, if I'm being honest. What else can I say about this? Performances all around are really good. I mean, I was not prepared to see depressed 30-year-old Peter Parker, but okay.
With the dead bod.
Yeah.
We wish we had that dead bod. I see abs.
Yeah. Well, he loses weight throughout the thing. I mean, it was a novel concept as well. I think you get a lot of references to other Spider-Man movies. There's a lot of Easter eggs. I mean, again, I'm not the biggest Miles Morales fan. I know heresy. But 70 is too high, because I just feel like. And also another thing is the hot take, this movie is kind of badly paced, or it's too fast. I think it's too fast.
You could say it's fast. Yeah.
Let me say not bad. Not say bad pacing, but it's too fast.
It is bad pacing.
Sometimes it does feel like Miles is shoved at the back because there's too many Spider-Man characters here, and
no, not even that. Like, there's the moment of impact that was supposed to be very impactful. Uncle Aaron's death.
Yeah,
they rushed through that thing.
They blew through that.
Yeah, doesn't hit like it's supposed to.
Doc Ock blew through that.
Kingpin kills Uncle Aaron because he pauses or whatever, and then basically they die, and Miles is sad, and it's like, I mean, but you guys,
it's not a Mufasa death.
I blinked and Uncle Aaron was dead. And then I
Right.
blinked again, and then Miles was crying, and then I blinked, and then it was the next scene.
It was the climax. Yeah.
Yeah,
Trust me,
so
that death is not worse than Victor's dad dying in Zack Snyder's Justice League because nobody gave a rat's ass, dog. Like, they were like, yeah, so what are we doing next? Like, yo, this guy's dad just got vaporized in front of everybody.
That's it.
Like-
Oh no! Anyway.
Dog!
no, you didn't even get oh no, bro. We just got
There was
okay.
no, oh no. It was like, yeah,
It was an
Dad!
Gordon can
And
help
then
us. I'm
let's
like,
go get this son of a bitch. It's literally that happened. It's Dad. Oh no! And then he lays at the box so he can track
No,
it.
when you're
Let's go
talking
get
about
the
the
son of a
Snyder
bitch.
cut. We're
Yeah, that's
talking
a
about the
Snyder cut.
theatrical
Actually, you're right.
That's
You're
the
right.
Snyder cut. The theatrical cut, everybody was just like, anyway.
no, wait, did the dad die in the theatrical cut? I think he didn't
Yeah, I
die.
think he did.
Did
I
he?
think.
No, he didn't. He died in the Snyder cut.
Oh, he only
No.
no.
He didn't even appear in the original cut.
Oh.
You see why
Okay.
you needed to you need another cut? Because that
Yeah.
guy's ends Anton.
Anyway, sorry, who was speaking? I think it was Buck.
Oh, anyway, just to wrap it up, yeah, no, too high on the list. If favorite moment, when Peter Parker is like saying, "Here comes the bad guy" speech, and he's basically walking Miles through the ropes as being a Spider-Man. I think that's really cool.
Agreed.
It's nice to see. I didn't want to see depressed Peter Parker because I'm like he's Spider-Man. He's my favorite Spider-Man. So, but like yeah, seeing him get back into the groove was nice and all of that stuff. Also, another side note. Gwen's spider costume was impractical. Why do you have on ballerina toe things going on? Like, how do you get
Climbing
changed
trees,
into
like,
that when you're like
how do you?
like just wear techies like the rest of us, please? I don't know why you're ballerina ring here.
And you're in a band. Like, how does that make sense? Like, you're wearing ballerina shoes, but you're in a band. Like, how does
Sex
that?
bomb.
Hey, it's hip. It's very grunge.
Yeah.
It's
I was
what the
about to
kids
say.
are going. It's what gets kids going.
Yeah, it's provocative.
It's
Also,
provocative.
Nick Cage Spider-Man Noir was funny, but like yeah.
Yeah, I hear they're busy with the live action version of that with him starring as Spider
Yeah,
Noir.
but get this. Apparently, it's not going to be Peter Parker, and apparently, he doesn't get bit by a spider. Apparently.
So it's just a detective.
So it's a movie then.
series?
It's just a movie.
Just a detective series.
It's
Police procedural.
What's it
Okay.
But
I
yeah,
think Nicolas
anyway,
Cage paid off
that's my
taxes.
thoughts on this. It's not better than Return of the Jedi. Even though it's animated, it's a little bit high on this list. Especially, I don't think its impact is as impactful as the other movies we discussed. But it's all right. I think it's a good movie. It's all right.
Agreed. Okay. Tebello?
I want to say something controversial, I guess. Okay, I wasn't here in the other episode. So, has there been any Spider-Man movie that has come up in the list until now?
No.
Now that you mention it,
Nope.
no. Not even
Which
Spider-Man 2.
is
Not even Spider-Man 2.
Because, honest to God, look, yeah, you might revoke my black card, but I really don't really relate to this Spider-Man. Then again, I'm an older millennial. We grew up watching the Tobey Maguire,
Sam Raimi.
so we grew up with that one. And this entire movie does not deserve to be on this list. I'm so sorry. I can't. I've been trying to find ways to maybe justify its placing, and the only reason I think that is that somebody paid a big ass bribe. Because
I love you guys right now.
This
So
look,
two
I know
people have
people like
loved us
this
in this
movie.
podcast, in this episode.
The song that came with this movie really slapped because there was a time when that song was looping the airwaves like crazy.
Oh, what's up, Danger?
Yeah,
The one that he sings.
Oh, the one I liked was "What's Up, Danger."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I get how but music come and go. The dopamine passes away. Eventually, people do, unless of course you're ADHD like me, and you think you can play the same song for the next 12 years, breaking the habit. Anyway, Whew, I don't get it. For it to be in this list, and I don't know, we haven't seen, maybe Spider-Man 2 might have make an appearance later on.
It better.
Because Spider-Man 2 is one of the best Spider-Man movies out there.
Ever made.
Which ironically, because it's one of the few Spider-Man movies, if you look at the whole storyline, that actually has a happy ending. Funny
Get him,
enough.
Tiger.
No, shame. Even I almost turned straight at that moment. So
So Kirsten Dunst?
no, that whole scene, or your one
the
true love
scene.
comes and chooses you.
Yeah, wearing a wedding dress.
Yeah, that
Like,
whole scene,
Look,
like I
not
want,
a bad looking woman.
yeah, like
She, you know.
like I want someone to choose me like that. Imagine,
I'm sure Jonah Jameson was like, I'm not paying for this. Like,
you know.
hell no.
That was actually
So,
a good Jonah,
I'm
but he-
surprised. I'm surprised. Like Spider-Man 3, John Jameson Jr. wasn't the villain. How could you do that to me?
How
Oh no,
could
Jonah
you
Jameson
do
Jr.
that
trying to kill Mary
me?
Jane.
Guys, the guy's an astronaut. He has money for days. Probably married
would have-
another chick like the next
I would
day.
have found. I would have gone to space to look for the damn symbiote. It's like, look, you're supposed to come to this Earth. No, you're coming with me now. But I'm supposed to fuse with. No. I'll give you all the hatred you need.
It's the new
Come,
canon event.
there you go. So
We are
Look, the
JJJJJJ.
the things I don't like about this movie is that, okay, it's too. The animation style, yes, is unique. It's like it's almost like an advanced version of claymation, but and then there's a whole lot of speech bubbles, just giving me a whole lot of Deadpool without it being Deadpool. I just I just couldn't relate with it
Mhm.
because all my favorite characters were dying. Like Peter Parker hashtag died in this canon event universe, and then the what's his name? The Kingpin looked so badly designed. Oh my god, I could not get over that. How
It was too
horrible.
huge. He was too huge.
He was too huge, and he was also a gigantic hunchback. It's like, what?
Yes,
Why? Why? I was expecting a swerve overweight super criminal, and now you're giving me Quasimodo. So yeah, it's one of those. And then of course, one of my other favorite villains is Dr. Octopus. This version of Doc Ock.
It was Agatha all along.
Yeah,
If you know, you
so
know.
with the risk of me sounding like a Republican, this position here seems like a DAI hire.
Wow.
DEI, not
There you go.
DAI.
I said
You think
DEI.
of South Africa?
Yeah, so it sounds like a DEI.
Okay, I
DEI
did not do
hire,
this to
so-
this movie.
so-
I'm just wanting to let you know that I didn't do this to this movie.
No, Tebello chose violence. You can tell by his wallpaper that today he came with all the smoke. Anyway, Zuko.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. This movie should not be on here.
Whoa.
No, like it's a good movie. Like guys,
But
remember,
of all time.
but of all time,
It's not a
Goat.
goat.
it's not.
Oh
it's
wow!
not
Now I'm
movie.
thinking with the Zerg. Oh no!
There have been better Spider-Man movies. Even the Tom Holland movies. The second one was better than was it?
That's the worst one.
Far From Home?
Far from
No,
home.
which
Far From
one?
Home?
Whatever. There's a Tom Holland one that I liked.
Maybe Homecoming.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Oh nah, 3 for me. 3 for me.
Yeah.
No Way
No
Home
Way
is the
Home.
best. I enjoy that one.
I hate all of them.
I love
mentioned this.
I love the last 20 minutes of No Way Home. The build up is
Look,
If the best way for me to summarize that trilogy is to show that video of Cap talking to the students. So you messed up. All right.
No, I thought Homecoming was all right. No Way Home. The problem with No Way Home is that they had a perfect setup for a premise because it was just like easily they could have, like, if I was writing No Way Home, I would have just had a bunch of random Spider-Man villains start showing up at his house every day, just attacking him and putting his family in danger. Like they would have had Kangaroo would have showed up, like maybe a version of Hammerhead or something. Like this guy's trying to take pot shots at somebody who's associated with the Avengers to get their street cred up. And then like Parker's like, I can't live like this, bro. Like every day my aunt is in danger. Like like you could even make it funny. Like Aunt May is like at the grocery store, and then somebody just snatches her up, and then she's like, "Spider-Man, I demand $1 million." And Peter Parker's so good at this that he figures out where this guy is, and he's like, "Okay, boom, bam, pow, yeah, stop kidnapping my aunt." And then he's like, "Okay, dog, I gotta do something about this." Doctor Strange, and then it makes sense why Strange warps reality for him. I mean, warping reality for MIT? Come on.
Yeah. Like honestly, like
Look, I've got so many things I have to say about that movie, but we'll get to that when
Anyway,
we
point being is,
let's stay on topic.
yeah, point is, this, yeah, I mean, would I put it on the list? Not here. Maybe 100.
Maybe 200.
But guys, you
200
missing my
list.
point. My point was there's better Spider-Man movies. That was my point.
all right.
You guys now just started a whole different discourse.
No, because you are talking about Far From Home or No Way Home.
Okay.
No, I was trying to remember which one. The names confuse me.
Okay, it's okay. We get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
The names confuse me. It's all home. Home that.
Hey, look,
Is it the one with the second black chick that he's in love with? Is it the one with? Is it the one with the school trip?
Wow,
Is
I
it
like
the
how
one
you
with-
said it. I didn't actually see it that way. Like the second black chick.
Yes,
Yeah,
second
anyway.
black chick.
Yes. This man likes jungle fever. He has full jungle fever. There will
yes,
be no white people for Tom Holland.
and you know what's the sad thing? And I think here's another controversial statement that I should have kept for Geek Heresy, but anyway. Tom Holland is objectively the cutest Spider-Man. He's the most good-looking of the three.
No.
That's a bad thing. But
No.
He's cute.
Andrew Garfield?
He does absolutely nothing. I know he's a Leo like I am, but I said cute, not hot.
Guys, okay, moving on.
Anyway, I'm straight, by the way. All right.
No,
As
Andrew
an
Garfield.
arrow.
Where's Robin when you need her?
Scissor.
Andrew Garfield has kissed more celebrity men than I could imagine. I mean, wasn't he tonguing?
Ryan Reynolds.
You know, every single straight man wants to be him or kill him because of that. You know, if he ends up killing Henry Cavill, that's when I'll hunt him down and kill him myself. But anyway,
Sorry,
Hey,
Zooks,
who?
please. Before you kill us, bro,
Zooks,
please.
man,
please
Yeah,
continue.
like it's. I don't think it should be on the list. And if it is on the list, it should be closer to the hundreds. So that's that for me. Yeah,
Above or below Scott Pilgrim?
Huh.
Ooh,
Huh.
okay, wow.
I think I enjoyed Scott Pilgrim more.
Yeah, no, I
Same
enjoyed
here.
Scott Pilgrim more. Yeah, no.
Damn, that's interesting.
Damn, so a guy defeating someone.
I don't know. I think also Scott
Axis
Pilgrim,
is
when
more
it came out,
interesting.
I had never seen a movie like that.
No, definitely. That was
Yeah.
when What's His
So
Face
maybe
broke
that's
out.
also what made Scott Pilgrim just
Also, I think I'm just a person as a superhero. I'm not a person that's into legacy characters. Like, I don't like it where it's just like, oh,
Right.
this is a Spider-Man, but now it's I mean, look, for people who like that, because I know that's a hot take, that's going to get us canceled, or
Oh,
me
no,
canceled
I agree
specifically.
with you.
Hey, like, look, like what you like. Miles Morales, he's fine as a character, but I don't like that whole. Like, that's why I kind of dug the Bat Family, because the Bat Family, to me, they kind of did legacy right, in that
Yeah.
everybody may have come from Batman, but they look nothing like Batman and they operate nothing like Batman. So to me, that's the best way to do that stuff. Whereas Miles Morales, he swings like Peter Parker. He doesn't quip like Peter Parker and all of that good stuff. And I know he's got like 2 extra powers. Well, I mean, they're close to making him a freaking Super Saiyan in the comic book, so there's that if you like that. But like for me, I kind of like it when heroes like maybe come from a legacy, like OG hero, but they like branch off into their own. I mean, again, he's
having
fine.
Another Peter Parker could have just been fine. The fact that they included so many other characters who basically did nothing.
Yeah.
It's like they were
Penny
just
Parker didn't do
spectators.
anything. Spider-Ham didn't do anything.
I think,
Anyway,
yeah.
Sorry, Zooks. Is there anything else?
Nope, I'm done.
All right, Rob?
James Zooks was the most. His session was brutal. We all were involved in
Hey,
it.
bro.
Yes, guys.
It was a web of commentary.
And
all
you
had
were
a
told-
good-
look, hey, we're losing chocolate.
Jiggy. I opened a portal.
Okay, let me see if I can try and blow through this. Because actually, you guys kind of blew my mind for a second there. But I never thought about it. But yes, one of the reasons I don't like this is the pacing. Yes. Whereas remember I told you guys before that I thought Across Spider-Verse, I could tell with the pacing that there was a second movie, this movie's going to be cut in half. With this one, no, you guys are right. We kind of blew through a lot of things. Nothing really got a chance to truly marinate. Maybe Peter Parker's death, maybe, sure, at best. But it was a good movie on fast forward, I think. So that kind of ruins it. I think the art style is unique. It stands out. It's beautiful. This is my favorite scene, by the way. The part where the Asian roommate Bob walks in on them and they have to like tie him up. Thought that was probably the best scene. Does it deserve to be on this list? Hell no. Oh God. I have a hard time saying there's too many characters because technically they're useless. It's kind of like if you guys have read the Hobbit novels, the Hobbit. Technically there's like 12 characters, but you don't actually know who they are. They just all have the same name, so you just kind of blur away. You listen to the main characters. It's kind of the vibe I got with this. But I guess visually it's not the same. I can understand what you guys are saying though. Even the romance between the two of them, where she just shows up in her class. How did you sign up? Did she just show up in the class?
How long have you been there? How long were you there?
Did you fill in the form?
She used Aizen's power. Kyoka Suigetsu.
Also, like, dude, why don't you just work at like the nearest convenience store? Why do you have to go to school for this?
That stupid thing where Bleach ended and then it didn't end. The one who could insert himself into your memories. She used that one guy.
Apparently, yes. Just shows up and everyone's fine with it. But yeah, so stuff like that. The more you think about it, the less of a good movie this becomes. I think that's one of its biggest. I think that's one of the negatives of a fast-paced movie. Like, don't get me wrong, The Little Mermaid is a masterpiece when it comes to fast pacing, because that movie is technically fast paced, but every piece comes together.
One, right?
Huh? The OG one, not the 2 hour so and so, because the OG one's about 85 minutes. Yeah, my point is the principle that the Little Mermaid's principles were a lot better than this movie's principles when it comes to fast-paced writing.
Well, so the thing is, this one was a multiverse situation, so they should have taken more time because, like, if you were trying to get into the wackiness of the multiverse, you needed to spend time with these guys. Otherwise, we don't care.
Yes, that's the thing. Yes, exactly. You either do it because I think we discussed it before, Kutso, about the Pulp Fiction idea. Is you either do it sharp, clear, and focused. Yep. Or you take your time. And with this one, they didn't follow that. It was all over the place, muddled, and then still quick. You can't do that.
So it was basically done by an ADHD person.
Yes. And ironically, yes, Floyd and Chris Miller are ADHD people. We've discussed this before. That's who they are. This is like a fucking what you call a chocolate sundae. It tastes delicious, but it's not good for you. It's not good for you.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot of nothing burger. Anyway,
have you guys ever watched the Lego Batman movie?
Yes.
Oh God, no.
Yes.
Thoughts? Is the Lego Batman better than this?
Wow.
Oh yes.
Way better, right?
Yes. Sorry.
Way better than this.
Easy.
And it has multiple characters.
Okay, that should be that. Oh, I've got so many movies on the list. Yes.
But anyway, that's me.
Anyway,
should be on the list. Kutsu, your turn.
All right, my take. Look, man, I really liked this movie when it came out. The fact that we got to be introduced to different characters. I like the character design of Miles Morales. For me, the whole thing of Spider-Man having too much hair, and when they wear the mask, the hair disappears, never made sense to me. But I think I was inspired from an artistic point of view when I watched this movie. Whether it's the character design of Gwen, even the uncle, funny enough, the dad, and all of that. The voice acting, I think, is pretty good. Jake Johnson really, 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 really played Peter Parker very well in this one. Even though he was broke, like, hey kid, I'm not liquid right now. Can you play for the burgers? But after you guys discussed everything, I realized that, man, this movie is nothing bigger for sure. I mean, after the first Spider-Man was voiced by Chris Pine.
It looks good, but like,
yeah,
good.
I think it does some things. Like, let's just be fair. I think it does some things, but I just think as a whole, like Rob said, they fast forwarded too much, and that hurt the movie.
It's a McDonald's burger the next day.
Yeah.
It's
Look, but
delicious when you're eating
even
it. Yeah.
like Buckmeister was saying, that whole mentorship scene there was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I think because when he was speaking, I realized if Nightwing was teaching Tim, like if this movie was about Nightwing teaching Tim how to keep up with Batman or something like that, I think it could have been a doper film. But that's what I think. That's my brain going.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that if they
way.
crystallize the number of characters, because I think that's the thing. Like Spider-Ham and Penny Parker, they didn't need to be in this. It should have been those three there because they're the only ones that we focus on anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So does it deserve to be on this list? No, it doesn't. You guys are absolutely right. But yeah, I guess maybe this is not for us, guys. Maybe it's for the younger audience. Maybe it's not for us anyway.
Then I pity them. But anyway.
Yeah, get off my lawn, you dumb kids.
Gran Turismo.
You young whippersnappers don't know good taste.
All right, guys. I think this is about it for now.
Yeah, I think this is a good place to hit it.
We will continue this next time. But guys, thank you so much for checking us out. If you've been checking us out for up to this point, I'm sure you know who is who by now. All of us are content creators. Whether we write books, whether we do comic books, whether we do anime, whether we feature on other people's podcasts, or we just talk nonsense. Just follow whoever you like. The links will be in the description below. I believe that you should follow everybody. This is premium content. If you didn't laugh as many times as we did, then something is definitely wrong.
And then,
but
then you said I chose violence.
But like I just want to say something before we close. What's this? Return of the Jedi should have not been in this discussion today at all. It should have been lower. I mean, higher than this. Should have been higher than this. But anyway, guys, this is African Frame.
Yeah, we are at peace now. Thank you. Everybody agrees with me. So at least
this is African Frame. So yeah, from myself, Miss Extrodin, Rob Sibeko, Buckmeister Cul, Zanozuko, Mlambo, and Tebello, Khala, the biggest fan of Star Wars in this entire group. We shall see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much and cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Who was doing the 50-cent coin flip?